everybody, and welcome back to the Shards of Nyrn, Season 5. I'm your Dungeon Master, Kelly. I'm using he and him as my pronouns tonight, and folks, I am ready to rock this. I'm very excited to be getting back into this, because we haven't played in, like, a month? Like, what, August 7th, something like that? It has been a little bit of time. So, I'm very excited to be heading back into this, and hopping back into our long-standing, 6-year-long epic. We need to speed this up, though, because seriously, our years are outpacing our seasons, and we can't have that. So, without further ado, why don't we go around the circle, introduce people. Actually, you know what? Let's not go around the circle. Let's go reverse. Robin!
Hello, I'm Robin. I use she, her pronouns, and tonight I have the privilege of playing Fadia Stardust, our astral genasi gravitational wizard, who uses she, her pronouns as well. And I have a pet sea serpent.
For a little while.
I'm very excited.
Beautiful. Next to you, we've got...
For 8 hours.
For 8 hours. For next to you, we've got Winter.
Heyo! Oh my goodness, I can't believe we're back tonight. I play Mars, the tiefling rogue of the group, and I also do a little bit of the boom boom with Warlock, which is kind of fun.
It is true. Who also likes to go boom boom is the one next to you. It's Kat.
Hey everybody, my name's Kat, she, her pronouns.
Boom, boom.
Tonight I am playing Asen Rightwing. She is our half-elf Gloomstalker Ranger, and she also likes to go boom boom with her freaking laser rifle, because of course she has a laser rifle.
Of course.
This is the kind of character I play.
Speaking of other characters, let's talk about Amy's character. Hey, Amy.
Hi, I'm here. I'm Amy, pronouns are she, her, they, them, and I am playing Tia Armstrong, the half-orc druid Circle of the Moon, and she is currently a sea serpent, not the sea serpent that is Fadia's pet.
That's fair. I've got a hat on that one, so. All right.
This is Fadia's recently cucked spouse.
Oh, that's fair.
I forgot about that!
I just remembered it right now and thought I needed to bring it up again.
Oh.
Amy, you missed Fandelver last night. Remind me to catch you up on that. Let's just say that for a while you were a little less horny.
I got dehorned?
Yeah, a goat headbutted you from a roof.
Was it the same goat I headbutted previously and defeated?
You should probably watch that part of the episode.
The goat came back for revenge.
Yeah, and it brought new abilities. But, next to you, we have our goat. It's Christine. What?
First it was a rat, and now it's a goat. What the fuck is wrong with you?
You know,
Greatest
oh my
of all
goat is
time.
It's the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
Uh-huh. Sure.
That's what goat means.
That's what the goat is.
That's what the
Yeah,
goat
but he
means.
didn't say
Someone
the
goat.
goat. He said a goat, which is
I
different.
said our goat.
Eh.
All right, fine. Next up is the rat.
Oh, shut up. No.
All right, next up is Christine.
Yeah, everybody else got a nice intro, and I got a shit one.
You did not. You were called the greatest of all time. I am never complimenting you
Yeah.
again.
Uh-huh, sure. But hello, I am Christine. I use she, her pronouns, and tonight I play Malia Sunsworn, our Dwarven Tempest Cleric of Vela.
Beautiful. And also joining the party is, depending on which Scottish variation I attempt tonight, Cadamus Warforge. I don't even know what the accent that was, but let's hope it's not that tonight. So, folks, joining us as our unofficial final party member, of course, is Bookwyrm Games. Hey, Bookwyrm Games has kept this stream on the air for a year. You should go check them out. They have fantastic dice over at their website, and you can save 15% if you use code DORKTAILS on these guys right here. I'm using Phoenix Feather tonight because they were the closest ones to me. Starting off with a 19 on that, that's going to be pretty fantastic if I have to roll them against you. But of course I won't have to, because y'all are gonna talk your way through stuff probably, right? I hope so, for your sake. Bookwyrm Games is amazing. They have helped...
I talk because I cast spells.
That's fair.
I feel like this is the wrong party for that.
Mm-hmm. That's fair. You're going to try to sleep with things. And then somehow
of them, yes.
Tia will succeed. It'll be weird. Anyway, thank you, Bookwyrm Games, for being our sponsor. You can go check them out right now if you want everything from dice to tea to jewelry to familiars. And speaking of familiars, if you like 3D printable familiars, you can go to their website, on their Patreon, actually, Familiar Forge 320. If you go there, they have a number of STL files that you can download just by becoming a member, and you can use those STL files to make friends, literally. Because, hey, it's 2024, it's hard to make friends. You might as well print your own. Thank you, Bookwyrm Games, for sponsoring us. Don't forget, you get free shipping if you spend $100 Canadian, which is like $73.82 US right now. I'm making that up. It's about $70. Thank you so much. Also, one final note is that we have a sponsorship from Monument Studios for their Kickstarter. They asked me to do a social media blast for them, but I'm also going to mention to them that if you are looking for a music suite and a program to bring music into your games, you should definitely check out the last 30-ish hours of the Monument Studios Kickstarter. Get in on the ground floor of this. They have a desktop client. They're getting virtual tabletop integration with all manner of virtual tabletops, including Stream Decks. It's going to be fantastic. So you should check it out. They have Hollywood quality music we've used here tons of times. And in fact, I'm going to be using some of it tonight. Go check them out, and go check out the post in Discord for access to a free sample of their Wrath collection in glorious WAV format. Big file, big sound. You're going to love them. Go check them out before the Kickstarter's done. Thanks, Monument Studios. All right. Does anybody have any questions before we begin? It's only been a month. You remember?
That I forgot that when we went through that portal thing back a while ago, Chomp was on the Duchess.
Yeah, so are my rats.
I'm not sure what's happened to my cupcake mimic at
Chomp
this point.
And
just so they remembered.
Rats.
They banded together. They have created a search party, and they are a subsection of the Rebel Alliance for now.
No, they joined the Empire.
No,
probably.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe. I did name my rats Rex and Cody, so they're probably not going to have a good ending.
The cupcake's going to come for revenge.
One of them. Remember that one of them got weird funky magic from the Star of Akil.
It's true. It's true.
And got large. So I don't know what that was.
Slightly larger, like an inch taller. Yeah.
No, I thought it was like.
Oh yeah, it was significantly fat rat. Yeah.
It was decent. Like it was much larger. It was
definitely a Laurel and Hardy situation. Yeah. Also, a quick note on that is that your cupcake is going to come for revenge because it's a cupcake, and revenge is sweet. And so are cupcakes. All right. Any other questions, comments, anything like that before we begin?
I have a note saying that something calling to me from the island, and that is the last note I have.
Something calling you from bring. Hello, it's the island.
But just calling Tia, who is a sea serpent.
Yeah. I forget if we had if the journey was long enough for a short rest on the island, or if we stopped there. Okay. No.
Nope. You are on your way to the island. So, without further ado, why don't I go ahead and jump in and I'll explain what is happening. Last time on the Shards of Nyrn, you all traveled away from the city of Ekrazane along the ship known as, you guys got it? What was the name of the ship?
It's the Black Bow or Black Paw or Black Baw compared to my notes.
I have Black Bow.
It's the Black Bow.
Black Bow. Okay.
Which was combined
pay any attention.
between a drow ship and a Durgar ship based on a bit of piracy that they had undertaken. From there, you traveled toward the city of Doommarch. However, you had to dock and travel along the Bleak Channel, a particularly dangerous and forbidden area of the Underdark Sea. As you followed along those ancient currents, you were attacked by sea serpents on your way to reinforce ancient seals as part of an agreement you made with the mayor of Ekrazane. You know, that weird death kiss thing. You managed to defeat several of these sea serpents and even charmed one of them with a dominate monster spell. And after that, you continued making your way to the island. Now, this island in front of you, as you approach, is not particularly large for an island, but is about, let's say, let me just do a double check. It's about a 60-foot diameter island. 65, maybe. And you can see it in the distance. Around you, you hear the crashing of the sea, of the Underdark. Now, everything down here is somewhat chaotic. There's dim light cast by the various phosphorescent fungi that cling to the cavern side and glow underneath the waves. But as you approach the island, there's a dim light glowing from its center. Evening light, like that cast by fireflies, is visible ahead of you. So as you approach, Tia, I need you to make me a wisdom save. And Robin, can I get you to make me a contested saving throw? So do me a favor, make me a... Actually, it's not going to be a saving throw. Make me a spell casting attack roll. So you can use your proficiency and that. Okay.
Okay. So like just doing like just a basic spellcasting roll.
Just a
Okay.
basic
Cool.
spell casting roll.
All right. That's +9. Nice. Okay.
That would be a 22 for a wisdom save.
Starting off real fucking hot with a natural 20, so 29.
Perfect. The serpent remains completely in your control. Tia, you hear a soft song emanating from the island. It compels you, but doesn't manage to charm you. You feel it calling to you. Now, this island is about 60 feet in diameter, and you can see, once upon a time, it had 4 strong pillars, columns of ancient make, standing at its 4 corners. However, time and the erosion of the waves have slowly cut into the beachhead of this island, making it very little more than a plinth sticking above the waves. And during that time, one of the columns has completely fallen over and shattered beneath the waves. You can see bits of it sticking up around its beachhead, well, what remains of its beachhead. Whereas the other has merely tipped over as its base had eroded. It sticks down into the water like a fallen tree. Nearby, you can see jutting out of the water, which where you are is about 50 feet deep, but you can see it slowly taper down to about 20 feet deep on each side of the island. There, jutting out of the shallower water, are the bones of ancient sea creatures, larger than the ones that you are or that you control right now. Everything from whales to strange creatures that shouldn't exist like that. Giant cyclopean, what appears to be cephalopods, but with a bony interior that's left fossiled on the beachside. And as you're looking at this, amidst the glowing light at the center of this island, a figure is crouched over. Its knees pulled up to its slick chest. And it looks at you. It watches you. It's humanoid in proportions, with dark blue purple skin. That skin is very, very thin, and even at a distance of about 100 feet right now, you can see little bits of outline where it almost suctions into the muscle fiber. The figure appears to be nude, but you can't see any determination of gender. It simply watches you with dark eyes. And then slowly, as you are carried forward by the waves, rises to its feet fluidly and brushes its knees off. As it does, you think it's probably about 8 feet tall. But quite thin. In fact, it's probably thinner width-wise than Catamus is. What do you do? So I have 2 sea serpents and a boat.
Well, I think the idea was to go to that island, so that's where Tia's gonna keep heading. With caution, though.
Okay, with caution. Okay, what about everybody else?
Sorry, I'm just trying to get the map to go closer for me so I can see where we're at. Okay.
Do I get a sense that this thing, like my magic is fighting, for control over this creature?
Tell you what, make me an insight roll.
Okay.
Yes, actually you will. Never
Okay.
mind.
Okay.
I rolled a
Sounds
nat one.
great. I kind of figured with that reaction there.
Can you remind me again what our objective is here?
To reinforce runes that are sealing something in this island area.
Sealing something. Okay. So we need to make them stronger.
Mm-hmm.
So we gotta get to the island. Can we tell where there's like an easy place to dock?
You could just pull this rowboat right up next to the island. You'd have to find a way to
Okay.
anchor it, but there is rope on board. You could probably tie it to one of the existing columns on the north shore.
Okay. What's the water like here? Like if we look down into the water.
Choppy and frothy and full of bones.
Is it dark?
It's fairly dark. However, there is some algae and some seaweed down beneath the waves that has a soft glow to it that's kind of turning everything to a dark plum shade. From where you are at your boat right now, it's probably about 40 feet deep now, and will slowly taper down to 20 as you get closer to that.
Okay. And that thing's just kind of watching us. Because it has noticed us, right?
It has noticed you. You're literally the only thing within sight, right? T, are you swimming under the waves as you're approaching?
That was the intent.
Okay.
Maybe
You wanna
not
make-
fully submerged.
Okay.
Were we warned of this thing on the island before? Like, as if it's meant to keep people away?
No,
Or
you
is
were
this-
given no information because the mayor sucks.
Of course. Of course. Cool. Okay.
So, Fate, I have a stupid idea.
Mm-hmm.
As we get kind of close,
Can you try to communicate with it?
well, I could, but actually I was thinking something.
Because we
sillier.
can be deceptive and see, are you stranded here? Oh.
Fair.
And get an idea of its demeanor and everything.
As we get close, Kelly, I'm
Mhm.
Fadia is going to prepare an action to cast a spell on the sea serpent. If you need more information, I'll let you know, but I have ideas. So for any sort of indication of attack or provocation, I want a spell to go off. So Fadia is holding
Okay. That sounds good.
going to be holding a reaction.
So you have something prepared. Okay. Sounds good. Is anybody else doing anything? Because right now it seems like Tia's the one that's approaching the island primarily, while the rest of you are just kind of staying back and watching. Cadamus is holding the oar on the left-hand side of the boat, preparing to mush closer, or to row closer, I should say. Should that be a good idea? He's going to cast a look around the boat. So...
Yeah, I think just kind of waiting to see what happens. I guess if Tia's approaching, we should probably approach as well.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There's
Asen
nothing else
will have-
to do.
Yeah.
Asen will have her rifle ready to go, but like not pointed directly at the creature on the shore. But definitely she's ready to go if something happens.
Good.
Yeah. Otherwise, we stuck on a boat.
Don't a bunch of
Alright.
you have water walking cast on you?
You do have water walking cast on you.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
We do.
You all do.
Has it been an hour?
So-
Has it been an hour? Or does
water
water,
walk-
walk
I don't think
longer?
Water walking's, I think, 8 hours, isn't it?
I always get water walking and water breathing mixed up in my head, so.
Well, if you want, I can walk out onto the water and hold on to a rope. So at
Oh, no,
least
it's 1 hour.
I'm at the front. Oh.
Yeah.
So you cast that, I'd say it's been about a half hour. So you'll have a little bit of
Okay.
time.
Cool. Cool.
Yeah, because otherwise, I can at least get close with rope and still attack it if need be. So I can walk on water and be at the front. And then you guys can jump in if it becomes confrontational. Shall we?
Yeah.
All right. So I'll hop out of the boat and kind of tug along with a rope to try and find a place to anchor it and just kind of eye the creature that's there.
Okay. Just make me a survival roll.
Sure. Survival. I like survival.
I guess it's like walking on like also just like moving.
It's like it's
Points
kind of
that,
like
like-
walking on like sand, yeah, like hard sand.
Yeah.
21.
21? Yeah, you easily can. In fact, over on the left-hand side of the island, there is a toppled column that is sticking out of the water. Picture like a tree that's been struck by lightning and how it just kind of pitches over at the side. So its
Okay.
base is completely sitting up, about
Cool.
10 feet above the water. It's quite a large pillar. You should be able to moor it there without a problem. And with Tia can just pull the boat if she wants.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
In worst case, if it tries to attack me, I can react very fast.
I think I said that. I think at the end of last game I had instructed my serpent to help kind of push and or pull the boat to
Okay.
make things faster.
That sounds good. Well, the serpent can help. I will move it and its hat over there. So, Mars, as you step onto the side of the island, you are going to feel bits of the stone break away beneath your footing. You're light enough, and you're a rogue. You're not going to need to make a roll about this to hop
Okay.
off of it and to like worry about falling in or anything like that. But it definitely, you're going to see that this island is old and has been being eroded by this massive ocean beneath the ground for millennia. This thing was probably much larger.
But just has been slowly broken down.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
This-
boy.
This figure takes a look at you, and now that you're up close, you see that it is pretty awful to look at.
So am I, but that's okay.
Its eyes...
I don't want to seem like I'm scared of it or anything, though.
Okay. Its eyes are black pits, and you can see that tentacles reach out of its back. It has 5 fingers on each of its hands, and you can see that it has no visible genitalia or anything, even though it is naked.
I see.
And
I'll try to.
I'll send you
Oh,
a
go ahead.
photo of it real quick.
Okay. Are you gonna send it on
I'm
Facebook?
sending it to the Shards chat, yeah.
Chat. Okay.
That's horrific.
Okay. But it still isn't like lunging or anything. It's just standing there, or is it trying to like slowly come closer?
It's just watching you at the moment. It doesn't have a mouth so much as like this like vented flesh where its mouth would be. Picture kind of like, remember in The Matrix where Keanu Reeves' mouth melted? And how for a little while there were like vents in it or slits in it? Or it's like speaking through like bone armor. It takes a look at you as you moor that. And tilts its head. What's everyone else doing?
I will tilt my head back.
What brings you to my island?
We were asked to come here. It looks like it's seen better days.
How wonderful of you to come. When this creature speaks, it is with a deep voice. Unfortunately, I do not have the ability to add a reverb or echo to my own voice, but I need you to picture that every time it speaks, there is a whispered echo attached to it.
Okay.
That follows in its wake, almost like a finger trailing through water. Like the sound of it speaking requires the air to splash back in to seal the wound made by its voice.
I'm very carefully going to ask it, do you care for this island? And I use the word care.
Not particularly. I am shipwrecked here.
Oh. How
What
long?
brings you here? It is hard to track days down here. It is hard to track months. But I suppose this has been my home for a while, and you are guests. Here,
Aye.
might I approach?
Be my guest, as I am a guest here.
He will reach down into the ground, and you'll see that there is a pile around where he was sitting. He'll reach down and approach you, and with this horrible crack that sounds like ripping a skull in half, he is going to hold out a huge muscle inside of a shell the size of a kite shield.
Oh.
It writhes inside of its shell, now exposed to the environment, almost kind of like a fleshy tongue, trying to escape back into its shell. The muscle itself is probably about the size of a football.
Big boy.
Does it seem safe to eat?
Not for the muscle.
Well, for Tia, who's a giant serpent.
Yeah, for a giant serpent, it looks
Are
delicious.
they offering us a giant mussel?
Yeah.
Tia will arch out of the water and will happily eat this snack.
Snack.
Where are my manners?
And will.
I should have
Thank you.
provided smaller for this one.
Fadey's gonna jump out the boat as well. Kind of get out.
Malia, what do you want me to do? Cadamus says, leaning in. Just be ready.
Quite sure. I think we just have to pay attention.
All right. I'll be ready to go whenever needed. Yes, Robin.
Can I make I don't have detect magic prepared. That would have been a great spell to have prepared for today. But could I make some sort of arcana check to try and maybe decipher the runes or decipher how he's positioned to see if he might
Oh, I
be the
forgot.
thing
I have
that
the
we
offer
need to
up,
seal?
so
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, you can totally make me an Arcana roll.
Okay. Do. That could be better. 15. I'm gonna spend determination to turn that into a dirty 20.
A dirty 20, you say? Well, fantastic.
So dirty.
You are going to look and see that the runes on the ground are ancient, but that's not... They're not seals, per se. It looks like the runes on the ground are partially responsible for forming and holding up the magic that keeps this island even existing against the erosion here. It's falling apart, though. But looking around, you'll see that there are 2 glowing glyphs. They glow along the sides of the 2 remaining columns. And within 20, you'll be able to know 2 things. 1, this is not going to be your specialty. Those glyphs are divine magic. Old magic, too. But you will recognize them as something known as a crimson seal. An ancient magic type that is quite popular through your research, you know, in some of the lands of Inara in the west.
When you say ancient, like before my time?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Do you speak Celestial?
Hold on a second. No, I speak primordial.
I speak infernal, so it's probably like, I don't know. I could try.
Malia speaks celestial.
You do. So if you got closer, you might be able to read what they say.
Okay. I guess it's moved close enough now at this point because the others went ahead a bit, right?
Yep, you are moored to the island. You can easily step aside.
Okay.
And just know that Tia has, to be that close, Tia has moved up onto the island and is very awkwardly up there.
Sounds
Does
good.
Tia have little feet?
They're like
Or
flippers.
like little flappers?
Picture like the Loch Ness Monster. Like that's basically what Tia looks like. Or the Ogopogo. Like, is
I think that's
Yeah.
so cute.
you're a Cadborosaurus is what you are.
The Fadia will have the sea serpent kind of come also to the edge of the pool. I can't move its hat, but
Yeah, because I'm trying to imagine if she can kind of like slither, kind of like snakes do a little bit, or if she has to go like.
It's like a little bit slither, but a
It's
lot
like
like
a
a seal.
noodle
Like
Mm,
it's a little like a seal.
Very noodly.
Very floppy.
Noodle.
It just looks so
Malia
cute in my
will-
head.
Go up. She's being very careful because this is smacking a lot like a situation that could be like them trying to trick us into swapping places, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Potentially. So she would like to avoid that.
Hmm. If I may ask, what brings you to this island? Who do I owe the pleasure of company for the first time in some while?
When you say you've been shipwrecked,
Did someone
mean
send
you've-
you here?
been
As well?
bound?
It was all a misunderstanding, I assure you. My name is Vaten. I welcome you to my adopted home.
Has it stood like this for the last while, or has it decreased
It
more
has
recently?
shrunk. Recently. Recently
Recently.
is relative. Once it was maybe twice this size.
That's what it was looking like.
Can I get an investigation roll from anybody who has gotten up onto the island?
100%. I would love to do that.
And Tia's not actively investigating the island. I think she is assuming her allies will be better at that. She's more just examining this figure.
Sounds good. Sure,
My dice
go
have
ahead.
betrayed
What
me
type of
after
roll do
the
you want to
nat
make
20.
there?
I
ins-
was
insight roll?
thinking like an insight, yeah.
Okay. Go ahead. For investigation, did anybody get above a 15? Okay. Anybody get above a 20? All right. So, with a 15, looking around, you're going to see that the island is littered with various broken shells, bones, most of them non-humanoid. You think that you might see what could have been a skull, but you can't exactly tell whether or not it's something like a human, or maybe like a fishman, or even a drow or something like that. Like, it's quite mangled. You can see that huge teeth marks have rended through the side of one of its eye sockets, basically cracking part of its head open like a walnut. There are lots of bones, most of which have that same type of toothy dental mark along them. But what you're also going to notice is the ground here, where you see in the center there is this ancient ringed circle. You think that that circle may at once upon a time have been higher than the island. Now it lies slightly a couple of fingers beneath the level of the island. And there's an uneven tread pattern, as if someone... How to phrase this? Even on Earth, there are ancient places in the world with stone stairs. Ancient castles. If you go to them today, you can even walk along those stairs, but you need to be careful, because those stairs have existed for so long, and so many people have walked across them, that they begin to bow in the middle. The stone itself has been worn away by feet over time. A 30-foot diameter section of ground on this island has been worn down what you think is at least probably 5 or 6 inches, as if someone has been pacing for a very long time. Malia, you are going to recognize some of the symbols burned into the sides of these, two remaining columns. As you are looking at those, I want you to make me a religion roll.
22.
22. Check the chat. You are going to recognize symbols that predate Vela. That is the name that the symbols are carved in, drawing divine power from a god that no longer exists. Doesn't mean the divine magic necessarily stops existing.
Can you type their name again in the chat, Kelly, of the creature that introduced themselves?
Yeah, absolutely. It's Vaten.
You said that was carved into the remaining pillars?
Yes, it is a prayer inside of the runes. So the crimson seals were carved with a small, very, very brief prayer in Celestial. Because Celestial, in my opinion, is a pictographic language, or at least Amy, what's the word I'm thinking of? Not pictographic, but Chinese, for example. Kanji is a entire words are made up of symbols.
Now my brain's blanking too.
Oh, it's like Gallifreyan, where like
Basically, right? Where like
Yeah.
a single symbol can mean an entire sentence.
yeah, depending on where things are dotted.
Mm-hmm. So it's like that. So celestial is very high concept. So you can see a sigil there that says, "I invoke this in the name of Tylon."
Does that seem to be part of whatever seal?
Yes.
So the fact that there's 2 pillars broken is probably a problem.
That means you were told to reinforce 1 seal. Now it looks like there are 2 broken seals.
And 2 on the edge.
Yep. Now that doesn't mean that you probably couldn't like reinforce them. It's divine magic, even though it was blessed by someone who followed Tylon. You think that you could probably reinforce this just by calling on Vela. It's not unheard of.
Okay.
Especially because that god's most likely dead. So what do you guys do?
Gonna slowly shift, like just kind of casual, trying to be cash, walking down the other end to where she can see the other pillars a bit better. And
Please, make yourself at home. Yes, Robin.
Fadia's gonna flash up her star sight because it's been a minute since I played this character, so I forgot I had that ability. But she's 100% gonna want to look at him.
Cool.
Them, sorry.
So, them, yeah. Can you do me a favor? This is a contested roll for this.
Yes.
Ooh.
It's true.
I believe it's versus my deception, right?
Yeah, I am doing an imposed intelligence versus your deception.
Okay, sounds good.
Intelligence. I'm gonna spend my inspiration for the game on this.
Okay. All right, I know your difficulty.
What the fuck are those numbers? Dice, I rolled a 2 and an 8. Good.
What's your total?
Jesus. My total for investigation is 12.
You open your star sight and you refuse. Well, the veil refuses to pass for you. It refuses to part. I'll let you flip the offer to try again in a minute. Do you agree?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Asen, what are you doing? What's everybody else doing?
So Asen, she stepped off the boat and she's just kind of she's down by the pillar where they pulled the boat up, and again she's like, because she can't read any of this stuff. She's not too sure what to really do, so she's mostly hanging back with her rifle, kind of slung down a little bit, like a little relaxed, but she's poised to be ready to go if anything happens. But she's looking around, like there's not really much that she's particularly good at over here, so she's kind of just standing guard. So she's probably gonna be doing maybe like a perception check around to see if there's anything else around, maybe.
Sure.
See if there's anything else going on the island, or ooh, perception. That's gonna be 30.
30.
30.
Okay. So, with a 30, you are going to kind of glance around and see that beneath, kind of tucked down, around the southeastern corner, where that pillar has completely eroded and been destroyed, you'll see that there's something lying in the water, kind of half submerged down about 20 feet beneath the waves.
But can't quite make it out from here. What it is?
Not from here. You'd have to go investigate it.
And that's the opposite pillar that we docked at.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She's gonna actually slowly make her way over to that side, just keeping an eye on this creature in the center, and just kind of, like as basically like she's kind of scoping the perimeter of the area. So she is actually going to go over to that other pillar.
Sounds good. Looking down into the water, you can see the bloated... Well, bloated's the wrong word to say here. Walking over to the other pillar, you'll see lying at the bottom is a pile of bones and equipment. Like it was brushed off of the side of this island down into the water. There is a suit of armor there, made of interlocking black metal. It's lightweight, the type that someone who is it's basically drow splint mail, made out of various bits of insect chitin, laced with with black steel, I should say. The bones have been snapped. The major ones, at least. You can see that there's a thigh bone that has been broken in half, and it looks like, well, what fish dare get close to this island have made pretty quick work of any leftover bits, but the bones look completely hollow, as if someone sucked the marrow out of them.
Okay, well that's horrifying, and the
armor actually looks like it's waterlogged and it's getting rusted as fuck, but I would say that it's less than 10 years old. Maybe less than 5. Depends the salinity of the water here.
Okay. Is there anything else down there too that I can see, or?
That is well. You know what? The skeleton, the pile of bones there, has a pretty fancy ring on one of its fingers. It's an ornate, creeping tentacle that wraps around the finger and then has chains that go back to the broken, snapped wrist. It looks like the hands were pretty much left intact, but were picked clean by tiny fish over the years.
Fair enough. Okay, Asen is going to be on very high alert.
Okay.
We're looking at that, assuming that it's the creature that they're sharing the island with currently that probably did that. So yeah, she's going to be very cautious.
You have not answered the question. Do you mind telling me why you've come here?
Now, Tia had done an insight check.
That's true. You had.
I only got an 11, so...
Okay. What vibe are you trying to get? What are you trying to discern from that insight?
I'm trying to get a sense of, is this person going to snap and murder us all if they've been here a long time?
They seem entirely
actually
sane. At least by human standards. Like, pretty inhuman. But
yeah, that is alarming considering how long I'm guessing they've been here. Just all things considered, I would not expect them to be this eloquent and put together.
And we were sent because, like, creatures are starting to bleed in from, like, worse parts of the Underdark, yes?
Is that what I said? Does anybody else remember?
I'm trying to remember in my notes. I'm trying to ask and try and find in my notes where we talked about which episode we talked about that to try and ask why we were what the seals we were told the seals did. Tort.
That there was an ancient creature here that needed to be resealed.
Ew. Okay.
And what was the deal that we made exactly?
That you would just reseal this creature.
I know, but what were we going to get for doing it?
You got the trip on the boat and all the help from that creepy mare.
Was it very helpful?
You got a boat out of it. I say 50-50. You got it. You didn't get arrested. Or you did get arrested, but then you didn't get prosecuted.
That is true. Because who
Yeah.
says that we don't have to reseal the island, but we can just also take a new friend with us?
This is
Back
true.
to the mirror. Be like, here, reacquaint you guys.
I'm sorry. Do you find my form displeasing?
I don't.
realize. How kind of you. I realize that I might be alarming to look at for those of you unaccustomed to non-mammalian forms.
Do you take
I-
any other forms? Just curious.
Once, but it has been some time. I imagine I could learn to do so again.
Neat.
If you will not tell me why you are on my island, might I offer you some food?
Apologies. My apologies. We weren't expecting to meet anyone here,
Nor was I.
and I think part of our silence is we're not entirely sure.
I'm just a little confused. You don't care for the island, but it's your island. Do you not want to leave this island?
I
Can
would
you
love
leave
to
this
leave
island?
this island. Are you offering me a lift?
Maybe.
I would
That would
gladly take
be-
it.
The kind thing to do to a
I have
shipwrecked
been here.
stranger.
Yes, it would. I have been here for a long time and cannot leave.
Why were you put here?
A misunderstanding.
Can you tell us a little bit about that?
A zealous cleric bound me here.
Why?
I adore the ocean. I adore the sea. I adore the water and all that dwells inside of it. I merely wish to spread my love across the land.
Well,
So overtake the earth so everything is water?
Do you like my work? It raises its hand, and you see the outline of the Underdark Sea behind it.
I will say it's quite impressive.
Once upon a time, this was a forgotten and useless part of the world, left by the gods as a waste bin. I merely repurposed it.
Did you originally, I guess this might be a stupid question, but were you part of creating this island as something for your endeavor of showing just how great the water is? And then
I was once
Something
a
else came?
servant. I was once a servant of the great creators, the ones who forged this world. I was one of their hands. They said,
Wow.
go forth and make the oceans and fill them with fish and fill them with life, and so I did. Perhaps I enjoyed my task too much, so they left me here. Left me.
I'm
The
sorry.
jealous. Yes, it has been lonely.
One would think you would get very bitter and angry at your captors.
I would.
I would definitely. I would want to burn the world down when I got out of it.
Burn? How pedestrian.
Well, in your
Drown.
case,
Sorry,
water.
Drown. Sorry, drown.
Or a road.
Or road, yeah.
The last several visitors that have come here say they were sent by a strange creature that seeks to continue my enslavement.
What was that creature? Can you describe it?
They were described as a fleshy white blob with a single beating eye.
Checks out.
And that's
Yeah,
literally the mayor.
That's literally the mayor.
That's the mayor.
Yeah.
What does the mayor gain by you being sealed in here still?
Well, I mean, I assume it's the not drowning of the whole world
Yeah.
type
I just
vibe.
want to hear it from them. I want to hear it from them.
It's like, what's the beef?
The settlers of Ekrazane have always sought to keep me imprisoned here so that they may use their stolen land. And that they may fight
Well-
back my seas.
What would it take for there to be no animosity between the both of you?
Between the both of us, as in the god that sealed me here? Or the flesh thing?
The flesh thing.
Are you fond of
Wait.
this flesh thing?
Not particularly.
No, but like thousands of lives that, granted, don't know that they're on, you know,
Are
they're
also
not part of the
thriving.
beef.
You say thousands. Is all of
Estimate?
creation beneath the earth now?
Thousands is a fraction. Like,
Just the population of the city.
City.
a place where.
A
live
settlement of
together.
thousands?
Correct. Are you not familiar with cities?
Not this one.
I'm guessing
Not of scale.
there's-
It was a
Yeah.
village.
You mentioned Ekrazane, so you must be familiar, at least with
With where
When-
the visitors came from.
when you
A drow
last knew.
outpost.
Yeah, Ekrazane has grown significantly. It's thousands of people.
We're asking if there's a compromise that could be reached, that you don't have to
Remain
murder
here.
thousands of people, but also gain semblance of your freedom back.
I think Malia from behind his back is kind of going to everybody. Don't release the evil godling!
I suppose. Yes, slick one.
I'm curious what god it was that you mentioned one.
Yes, the god of death and earth.
That god is. Tia's looking at the kind of awkwardly at the others, which looks probably very funny looking on a giant sea serpent.
Just like
Just like one eyebrow just goes up.
Yeah.
one fin, weird,
The
like
god
bends
of
weird.
the god of death is a young god and is not connected to
I'm pretty
The
sure
god
he's
of-
been here eons, Tia.
I know, but
Talking about
has
Taiwan.
anyone told them?
Please do not say that name. The ground is going to shake as he says that.
No offense meant, just that things have changed. That
What do you mean he is dead?
there's a different god of death and a different god of what was
The
the other
dragons
domain?
killed the gods.
Earth. There was a war of some sort.
So you won. You outlived your captor.
There is no one. There's no jailer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mally's gonna
So-
keep making faces behind him at you guys, just like, shut the fuck up.
But
Evil.
who
So
is-
Kelly,
Ruffling.
Yes. Yes.
quick question. So for my Starsight ability, it doesn't say anything to happen when it fails. Is it when it fails I cannot retry
Yeah, I probably should
again?
write that, Ed, that you can't try it again for 24 hours.
Yeah, okay, that's what I was wondering, because I realized when you said your offer, and it's like, oh, but I can do it up to as many times as my wisdom. I'm like, but
Yeah, I would say that you can't, if it fails, you can't do it again
intelligence.
on the same person.
yeah, okay, so that's why you had the offer up. Okay.
Yeah,
Got it.
got it.
Okay.
It's still out there. Just letting it know. It's still, the offer's still up. Still, Garleon's still facing up. Because I forgot my coin, so I'm using the Garleon token.
I need my
What?
boy. I'm on my boy.
All right, I would like to take the offer to try again.
All right, go ahead. I will even let you pick which dice I'm using, top or bottom.
I can't see the colors. I think bottom.
On the bottom to
Which,
the top.
just FYI, Malia is still slowly moving to get closer to the pillars so that she can potentially touch them and try and infuse them to
Sure.
strengthen them,
Well, make me a religion roll.
if that would work. Natural fucking 20.
So you look at those. Those seals are actually functioning probably about 80% efficiency. Like, they're still strong. And as you're looking at that, you're like, okay, these are actually probably fine. I probably don't need to do anything to these. But
I mean, I figured the other ones she can't really do much about. They're fucking underwater.
unless you restore them or lift them, yeah.
All right. Well, she's just gonna try and casually keep strolling around this island to the first
Taking a
one.
little jaunt.
With a nat 20, you'll know that unless you have a super-powered version of mending or fabrication, the one at the southeast is screwed. Like, there's nothing you can do about that one. It is shattered from time. But the other one
Okay.
is just fallen over.
Okay. She's gonna kind of start moving that way and hope Tia stays in her form because she might be useful for lifting that off the seafloor. I guess if it's just fallen over, it still could be activated in that position.
It needs to be erected. Think of this like a Faraday
Okay.
cage. The
Okay.
fact that it's still functioning, basically, it's still active, but man, it's flickering. Like, if this thing pushed hard enough, it might be able to break the barrier.
Yeah, that's what
So-
I'm worried about.
Kind of picture this as like an invisible fence for dogs.
But-
Okay.
Forgive the questions might seem pointless, but you mentioned as if thousands was all of creation. How, if you made the oceans, how
I helped make
How
the
large?
oceans.
large was this world before you were trapped here?
The world has always been immense, ever since the cursed god, and Riotor, and Lodros forged it into being.
What? The curse of what?
The cursed one, whose name shall not be mentioned on the island. My jailer.
That one. Correct. Sorry.
I have no beef with Riotor or Lodros? So as that's going on, as you're asking that, Fadia, your star sight's gonna flash again. And what you doing?
I don't think Fadia can even fake it. You're just gonna see Fadia's eyes go wide and like fall backwards. She's gonna stumble
Make me a deck
backwards.
save. Make me a deck save. That's a 20-foot drop into water.
Yep.
Well, actually, it's not a 20-foot drop into water. It's a 20-foot sink.
Yep. Okay, now I roll really well. 21 on my deck save there.
21. All right, you'll stumble on the edge. You'll pinwheel a little bit, but will pull yourself back together. And looking at that, can you do me a favor and make me a charisma save?
Oh no! Oh no! Charisma. 14.
Cool. You have the frightened condition. You may not move closer to Vaten.
Cool. I don't want to, so that's great.
All right. So, Tia, as this was going on, you were saying?
Well, I mean, first off, I would like to just see if Tia actually knows any of those other names, because
Sure, make me a religion
I
check.
don't think they've necessarily come up, and this even is probably.
Hearing
well,
that,
never mind. I got a nat 20 on that one. Apparently, I know that particular set. There it is. None of those gods are around anymore.
pity. I did like Lodros.
I think, what, that was...
Dragons.
Night
And day. If I may ask then, who is the new god of death?
the orphan.
The orphan.
The child god of afterlife and play, I guess? Or they enjoy games, but no, they're the
You say orphan.
that's what we call them. I don't know of another name.
Their parents are then dead?
I would presume that's the case if they're the only. Why?
It doesn't have a mouth, but it's smiling. Interesting. My jailer has been busy.
Do you think the orphan is their child? Is that what you think?
Death begets death, does it not?
It also begets life and
Yes.
the cycle of nature. But
Yes, it does it not?
not all gods are inherited their domains.
Have you ever met a
I don't know.
god? Nameless one? I was
Tia.
made by the gods. I was
In
made
a way, we all are.
in their image.
That is generally the way creation works.
Tia, I
I've
grow
met the god of
tired.
Nature, I think. They tend not to fully confirm themselves. I'm
I grow
trying to
tired.
understand.
You're trying to understand what?
What's changed? How?
While this is happening,
Yes.
Mali's gonna try and discreetly hand sign a bit to Cadmus, that kind of like that we need to raise that pillar quietly.
Okay, he's gonna look down.
Does he have any idea?
Meanwhile, Fadia's like just silently preparing to cast Bigby's hand to lift the pillar because oh fuck she.
Actually, I think Cadamus can. Let me just double check. Cadamus.
You can probably see me then, because you're right beside me too. See me doing this to
Yeah,
Cadmus. So
yeah. And you're gonna see Fadia stare at Vaten and then start freaking the fuck out. And you know her ability of being able to kind of true sight people, so you probably figure she's
I don't
something
even
freaky.
need that. Just knowing exactly like what was on the pillars and like and what he said even about himself is more than enough for me to be like, yeah, no, I agree with whichever cleric did this. Let's keep doing it.
Right? Fadia's like, no,
Okay.
I understand now. I
So
understand.
you're going to start
I get it.
freaking out. Oh, I can only cast level 2 spells. God damn it. Okay. Oh wait, no, I can cast level 3 spells. Big Beast is level 5. That's not gonna help me much.
That's
Shit.
what Fadia was preparing to cast Big Beast.
All right, so you're gonna start freaking out. How you start freaking out?
I mean, I said she like freaks out, falls backwards, and then she's just gonna have this shifty kind of look because she's frightened, and she's just gonna.
Or you flinch backwards real hard, probably.
Oh yeah, like
You're not getting very
did
voluble or anything.
No, she's learned to try and not just yelp at things. But she's gonna like step back. She almost fell off, and she's frightened, and then she's like flipping through her spell book to start to like try and find the page to cast Bigby's hand because
I
she's
grow
like, yeah, fuck.
tired of this place. Tia. One with skin the color of the wine dark sea. He gestures at Mars. I ask that you break the seal on one of the remaining columns. And in return, I shall let you leave here in peace, and shall owe you a boon. And I will consider your proposal. I shall not slay Ekrazane. Merely the usurper of my domain.
How much are you gonna want to spread your domain?
This is all of my domain, and if Ekrazane agrees to worship it, and to honor the sea beneath the earth, I shall consider them my subjects.
It's not really how we do things anymore.
No, we kind of have all worship different gods. There's no one.
Freedom of worship, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
I am not a god. I am Vaten Taylor, Lord of the Waves. I am the flood. I am the mouths in the deep. I will be
Bigby's hand.
good to those. And he narrows his eyes. I would like an initiative roll.
Yep.
All right. Oh man, he was totally going to deal with you guys. You're going to regret this in chapter 7.
He's not answering the question of like how much he's going to spread his domain type thing, and I'm like,
Yep.
I don't really care about down here, but I care about up there. What
Also,
are you gonna try
try
and
to show me a
conquer?
picture, a very concerning picture.
Tia
My-
was
my-
really hoping she could lead the conversation in that direction and then persuade that
See, I figured though the
the
problem is, like,
vastness
you
of
can't
the
actually, like,
ocean
hold something like that to a promise necessarily. It's kind of hard to
No.
bind them to a promise very well. They're
True.
pretty fickle.
What the fuck? A natural 20 on my initiative? What's
All right, let's throw initiative in the chat. Let's do it. Oh my god. How did you all get
From
better initiative than me
last?
except for
From
Mars?
last to first.
Catamus got
What
better
the
initiative
fuck?
than me.
Oh, sorry, I lied. I forgot I was using my dex from the Whirlworm. I am actually only an 18. Please
Okay.
note that.
So let me just count this. So I have a 22 for Fadia. Then I
Yeah.
somehow have a 21. Oh no, sorry, a tied 20 for Malia and Mars. Then I have a 19 for Catamus. Then I have a... Oh, pardon me. No, I don't. You know what? I'm going to flip the token. I'm going to flip that to add a +1 to my AC, or to my initiative. So I have... what's the word I'm thinking of? I have Fadia. Then I have Votten. Then I have Malia, Mars, Catamus. Then I have I haven't run this game in so long I've forgotten everybody's name. Then I have Aeson. Then I have Mars. Perfect. All right, so Fadia, I need you to make me a strength check using Big B's.
Oh, to lift?
Yeah. How much can Big B's lift?
Perfect. Okay. It is a strength of 26.
Okay, so I know how much this thing weighs plus water, but it is on an angle, so you mostly just have to pivot it. So go ahead and make me a strength check using Big B's.
Cap. All right, dice.
I'm sure it's fine.
I'm sure it's fine. That's gonna be a 17.
Okay. You are going to start to lift it. It is going to take you. You're going to make a roll every round. The DC is 17 to lift this, actually. So you got really lucky. You need 3 successes.
Okay, then on my for bonus action, I do have any bonus actions cantrips. I do not. I don't think. Hold on. Sorry. Let me just check my spells. Action. Yeah. Okay. So that's gonna be Fadia's turn. Then the serpent will make a strength check too.
Sounds
Try and
good.
lift it.
Sounds good. Let's do it.
All right.
I feel like this isn't quite tough enough, the music. Give me 1 second. That's gonna be... Let's swap it out for...
Oh my gosh, serpent! Why? That's only going to be a 12 for the serpent
Only a 12 for the serpent? Okay, hold on 1 sec while I pick out the cooler fight music.
because it's not proficient in checks. No, it's just stealth and perception. It's proficient in.
Where is it?
Wow.
Combat Brahms. Oh, I need Combat Brahms. Brahms.
Brom.
Brom. Okay. 1 sec. I'm so sad, guys. I just want to use the other token. The one you can't see.
Is
Okay.
it close to the one that I can?
It's closer.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Okay, Combat Brahms. Pardon me 1 sec, guys. I love you. I love you so much. But I need my
Also,
tunes.
It's fine. I can distract by telling me my initial plan was because that was out of the way. But the thing I was holding on, I was gonna turn the serpent into a great ape via polymorph because you can do a creature with polymorph. So I was gonna turn the serpent into a great ape to attack the thing if we were fighting immediately. So that was what I was holding for my reaction
Beautiful.
a while ago.
Okay, you're gonna start to lift that. Then the serpent got what?
Oh, the audience just bought me determination. May I apply that to the 12 to make it a 17?
Yes.
Perfect.
Okay, so that's 2 successes to lift that up. Your determination is gone. I have a hurt them more, and something good happens. Beautiful. All right, so that's 2 successes. The pillar starts to go. It's like rising out of the water. All right, that's your turn. Vaten is going to look and say, I was willing to negotiate.
Literally, so was I.
I am going to... Oh, man. Let's... I'm going to cast Silence on this area as a legendary action. Silence fills this area. And suddenly the sound... Sorry, what are you saying?
Entire area? Just the entire area?
Mm-hmm. It's going to blanket every part of you, at least. That's going to be their action, or their legendary action. Then it's going to be their turn. They are going to, guess, make an attack roll against Fadia. All right, Fadia. Water is going to rise up from the shore behind you. I have a 27 to hit you and a 20 to hit you.
Those both hit me a lot, and I can't cast shield because that's verbal.
Okay, so you are going
please
to...
give me them separate because I will have to make concentration checks.
Okay, I'm going to need a dice roller for this. One sec. Okay, so the first one is going to be really bad, actually, from my point of view. 2 water weapons are going to lance out and start to constrict and slash at your chest. That's going to be 19 points of bludgeoning damage plus 10 points of necrotic damage. For a total of 29 on the first.
Okay, just a second. I'm trying to remember if I am resistant to necrotic. No, radiant.
You're not. It's
Okay,
radiant.
so 29 total.
29 total, and then the next one will hit you for... Okay.
Yep, just I need to know what to do for my concentration checks, please.
Sounds good.
So, huh?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what half of 29 is in my head. I can't math that
14.
hard right now. What?
14.
14 cat. Advantage because Warcaster. Hold on a second. All right, I rolled a 17, so first one's good. Okay. And then the second one?
Second one is DC 12.
Okay, so 24 damage.
Yeah.
Okay, why? Guy, you didn't tell me the damage yet, so I didn't know what to take off my character
Sorry,
sheet,
24
too.
damage. I did say it out loud.
Cat.
Yeah.
I don't know if I didn't hear that. Natural 20.
Okay,
Cool,
so
for
that's
that.
good. And then a tentacle off his back is going to launch at you. Let's see if it hits. That is going to be a 31 to hit. That is going to be... I need to roll the d8s. One sec. So many d8s. That is going to be 7 plus 20... 36 points of damage. And I need a... so I said 36, so that's DC of 18.
Cool. I passed. I rolled a 21.
Beautiful. Then I need a... you are grappled by the tentacle. And restrained. But that means that
Fadia looks incredibly fucked up. Like 10% of my health fucked up.
It does not have to end this way. Submit. Or feed me. Malia and or Mars.
I honestly really don't want to fight him. I think this is kind of biting off a bit more. So I'm actually just gonna put my arms up and like just kind of like kneel down, basically.
All
Be like-
right.
But can we make sound, or is it just like magic is silenced?
Oh wait, yeah.
like,
So he
wait.
can't talk to you because
Yeah.
he cast silence.
Wait,
What am I
wait,
even
Can he
doing?
cast
wait,
magic?
wait. Mars is no, it's Cat.
Yeah,
Oh,
Mars is a 14
Mars's initiative is way down.
initiative.
Okay, then yeah,
His.
yeah. Sorry, I got.
Oh,
So
you're
it's
right.
Cat. It's me and Cat.
Anyways, yeah, you can take that later, and that will be my.
I
thing.
can.
Also, can he cast? Oh wait, no, he attacked me, not cast magic. Never mind.
Okay, so in that case, he's going to say that. You can't hear it, but you see that he's kind of like, don't want none, come get some. So my bad. So Asen and Malia are tied, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, my bad.
So that silence,
Yes,
was that a spell?
it was a spell.
Okay. And does it seem like it's gone into a bigger area than usual, like a stronger spell than usual?
You can make me an Arcana roll as your bonus action if you'd like.
Sure, let's do that.
Fuck,
Nat
I forgot I
20
had counter-
again.
I have counterspell. Fuck it.
Yeah, you should have counterspelled.
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
Arcana.
So normally it is a 20-foot radius sphere, but it looks like it is covering all the way to Asen, so you think this is double-sized.
All the way to Asen. Okay, so it goes.
It's blanketing the whole southern part of the island.
So it's covering like Cadmus type area too.
Yes, you believe so.
Okay. Okay. Well, Malia's gonna run up to the other end
Okay.
and see if it feels like she gets out of it.
What's your... So you're going to go 35 or 25 feet?
Yeah.
You're going to actually pop out of it by 5 feet.
Great. Let's dispel magic at a 5th level.
That... Okay.
I'm not sure how hard he could cast it, but I'm gonna just try and cast
He cast it at basic because it's good enough.
Okay.
All right, so that is going to pop suddenly, and that is when he's going to say, "You still have time to surrender. We can. This doesn't have to end in your blood."
I'd rather it didn't, but pretty sure you were sealed for a reason.
All right.
That
Anything
most of
else?
us agree with.
I guess that's your turn, right?
Yeah. Unfortunately, that's an action, so I can't do what I really want to do because all of my spells are vocal.
Okay. You're within. Are you within 20 feet of him right now? You.
Just,
5,
I
10,
think.
15. Cool. He's gonna make a tentacle attack on you.
Okay.
That's gonna be a 23.
Yep.
Sorry,
you-
Barbs.
Who gets the advantage?
I'll give it to Asen.
I rolled the exact same thing.
Oh well.
It was a good try. I appreciate
Hey,
it.
Asen gets an advantage. This is cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Asen gets an advantage, and that makes up for me not doing counterspell.
Okay. All right. You are restrained and grappled, Christine. That means that you are also going to take 19 points of bludgeoning damage and 16 points of necrotic damage as this tentacle whips off his back and wraps around you. He only has 2 tentacles of this length, though, so they are in use.
Sorry, so it was 19 and
16 for a total of 35 damage. And yes, so that is necrotic damage. I need to make a quick amend. Fadia, it doesn't matter for you, but the water weapons dealt cold damage, not necrotic. So it doesn't matter for you, but just for my my edification. All right, Asen, you're seeing all of this. What do you do?
Okay, well, she's gonna shoot it.
All right, let's do it. Give it to me.
Because what else is there? You know, like now it's attacking people, and She's gonna make an attack because that's what she does. So. She's gonna select this creature as her target with Radiance.
Okay.
And then
Acquiring target.
Bonus action Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
And then she's gonna make her 3 attacks at -5 + 10.
Okay. Beautiful. We love it.
Now the selecting as the target automatically gives me advantage on my roll.
Mm-hmm.
So with the silvery barbs advantage as well.
Yeah, I guess it kind of gets wasted then because it's on the next roll you make.
Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't know that was Kat's ability on that with the gun. I don't think she's ever
I forgot it
mentioned
too, to be honest.
Well, it's only on the target that I specifically
And she can
select.
only use it once a day.
Yeah.
that.
So usually I don't bother doing it, but big target,
Big target, big boss.
baddie, I figure, you know what, extra damage. So I have 3 shots with advantage. How am I gonna? I'm gonna roll these separately, actually, to make my life easier. So this is number 1. And that's gonna be a plus that, so that's gonna be does a 22 hit?
22 hits?
Perfect. All right, this is number 2. Ooh, that's a 19 plus this. That's gonna be over 30.
Okay, that's a hit.
And then this one here is a natural 20!
Aw, fuck you.
Fuck! I'm looking at my dice, I'm like, oh, what does that say? I can't see it. It's a Dork Tales.
That's beautiful. Alright, good. Bring it, give it to me.
I'm gonna roll the first 2 attacks separately then, and then I'll do the crit third.
Sounds good.
Here we go.
We're all gonna get like we're gonna get associate's degrees while you're doing the math.
Okay, give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna mute while I type into my calculator.
Yeah, seriously. While this is happening, so he's getting pew pew pew, I also realized I could have made an opportunity attack against Malia because I have a 20-foot reach with my tentacles, and I totally bunged that up.
I was totally worried about that because I was like, I don't know if that's like a deliberate attack can do that or if that's reach.
You know what I'm gonna say? I'm gonna say that I used the opportunity attack to hit you, and I'll say that I still have one legendary action remaining then. But you managed to make it to the other side and cast that before he hit you. Oh, actually, wait, hold on. 5, 10, 15. No, because you didn't leave my space.
That's true, I never did.
You're right, you'd have to go 25 feet, not 20 feet past
Haha.
him. So, never mind. I used it, but I still have my reaction if needed.
Okay. Okay, math is done.
This guy does not have time later.
And nat 20 is double dice, correct?
It's double dice. Just
Perfect.
the dice.
That's what I thought.
But that includes
Just the
Hunter's
dice.
Mark.
Yes, it does. Okay.
But it includes
so,
all the dice from Radiance's lock-on.
Yes.
Cool. All rollies, you roll them twice.
Yes, I rolled 3 dice again. Okay, so all in all, that is 121 points of damage, please, Kelly.
Well, fuck me, man.
What the fuck?
Well, because the Radiance,
These were the dice I was rolling.
the Oath Bow does an additional, 4d6 per hit? I believe.
My radiance?
Sorry, Radiance. It's based on the Oath Bow. Yeah.
Oh shit! It's an extra 3d6 per hit. I
what
thought
we
it was
roll.
an extra 1d6 per hit. Oh fuck! I misread it. I'm sorry.
You have to roll.
All right, so roll.
4d6.
Yeah, because I
No,
only
that's
rolled
not
3
4 more
d6 for it. It's
That's not-
6 more
Well, if
d6.
you already-
It's 6 more
If
d6.
Cat already rolled the
Crit. It's
one
just the two-
each twice,
Yeah,
that
then it-
means two
Then
more.
It's two more each, two
Doubled.
more each, 4 more each. So it's 8 more.
Oh
She
my
only rolled-
god, okay.
It's 3d6 per hit,
Yeah.
and she only rolled 1 per
Oh.
hit. So you have 8 more d6 that you add. You basically have a fireball added to this.
Okay, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm so sorry. I misread that and got distracted. Here we go.
This is why
Okay.
both bows or radiance are gross against one enemies.
Okay, that's an extra 36 points of damage, please, Kelly.
Oh boy, extra
So how much is that
36.
total, Cat?
I'll tell you right now, it's 157.
Yeah, 100,
121. It was 121
36.
yeah, plus 36.
157 points.
What the
What the
fuck,
fuck?
Cat?
The chat, Traz in the chat asked
Yes.
if Asen has a gun or a nuke, and Soul said yes. Okay, so there's gonna be 3 beams of light. When you are all going to hear a voice in slightly accented common say, "Locking on. Target acquired. Celestial. Eradicating."
So I'm imagining actually Kelly with this. I'm imagining more that it's like charging into a single really big shot. With the
Yeah.
nat 20.
Oh, I think that's
Transforms
good.
into a rocket
Or is
launcher.
it like,
You know,
is
it's-
it like a bunch of different like laser beams like shooting into one big meeting at the center and then firing
Death
off
Star.
like one
Yeah.
Death Star
yeah.
beam.
Yep.
Yeah, like something, that you'd see, like out of like Gundam or something like that.
Fair.
Just
What is Gundam?
what is Gundam?
What is Gundam? Who
Um,
knows?
Yeah, just something like super cool. 'Cause she's never critted with this weapon before. So
That's beautiful.
she's never seen what happens when you crit with it.
A lot, apparently. That's great.
Woo!
Okay.
Wing
so-
Zero's gun, yes.
Yep.
Oh my god, that's an amazing picture mentally.
Wing Xeno's
I
gun.
love it.
Wing
gonna say
Zero's gun.
Right wing Xeno's gun.
Yeah, not anymore, but still.
I'm kind of picturing that really epic moment in Endless Waltz.
Yup. The one at the end?
Yep.
Yup. That's
All right.
exactly what I was thinking of, actually.
So
The
I-
epic music.
I think this should be a new chat command. Ace and have a gun or a tactical nuke, yes.
all right. So that's going to be the end of your turn, as a hail
Yep.
of thorns and fire rain down on this creature. You're going to see about a third of its chest blast away with one of its arms. What I am going to do is I'm going to give, because of all that damage, I'm going to spend if something good happens to give Malia and Fadia an escape attempt for free to see if they're dropped. So both of you can either make an athletics or acrobatics roll right now.
Okay.
All right, I'll do an acrobatics because athletics is -3.
I will do athletics.
Okay, go ahead.
I am a slippery genasi. No, that's a 10.
24.
That's a 10. 24, you're going to be able to break free of the tentacle. And then you realize that tentacle was blown off and is now just kind of squirming on the ground.
Well, that feels less epic, but okay.
Honestly, it was doing a pretty good job.
Yeah.
You know what? The one that's
It was
holding...
like Death Row's like clenching up.
That's true. And it's going to start to shrivel up. All right, Catamus's turn. Catamus is going to take a step forward and is going to smack Mars on the back. Go get him. And you're going to feel a jolt of electricity zap through your back as if someone hit you with a joy buzzer. You have haste cast on you. And then for a bonus action, he doesn't have any bonus actions. Tia, you're up.
This is really not good, and that individual just fucked with my wife. So,
She
I
did cut you, though.
think that that's beside the point.
That is the point.
The point is someone messed with my wife
Mm-hmm.
and I should mess them up in return. Not that I can do terribly much, but I am a giant serpent and I can lunge at them and do some things. So I have multi-attack. If I have an 10-foot reach on my tail attack. So I think that's the option to do first. I think I need to move up
Mhm.
slightly to be in 10 feet.
I believe in you.
Yeah, basically that. And
Believe in the heart of the
then-
cards.
I sure don't. My looks terrible.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I will attempt to smack with my tail. I rolled shockingly well for me for that one. That is a 25. Nope, it's a plus. That to hit. It's a 28 to hit.
That is a hit.
Okay. Now that it is that plus that. Of course, I don't have to figure out where all my D8s are. Nope, those are all D10s. That's not right. There we go. Okay. So that is 17 magical bludgeoning. If the target
Okay.
is a creature, it must succeed a DC 16 strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
Holy shit, you actually knocked him prone.
Okay, he's been knocked prone.
Okay, how
So
much
that
damage
means
was that
next
total?
attack-
That was 17?
Not a huge amount. It was.
I think you said 17.
I think I said 17. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, but now he is prone.
Okay, so that's for
they are
attack
prone.
numero 1 because he has successfully been knocked prone. So then my multi-attack lets me do one more, so I can bite, which means I need to move forward slightly
Yep.
because this is 5-foot reach. Move forward to bite, and then bite is
Has advantage now?
it does okay.
Yeah, because he's prone.
That's right. Yeah, I just knocked him prone. Literally, this was my entire plan.
Yeah.
Oh my god, are you joking?
What'd you roll? Is that a nat 1?
With advantage. It's a botch.
You rolled double ones?
Yep.
Okay. Well, I know what I'm doing. I'm spending a Hurt the More and a Drama Bomb. Okay, what's your armor class?
I'm within 30 feet of Fadia. It is currently 20.
Okay, so you lean down over it and go to bite into this creature's frame. And as you do, you rear back. Now, you've got huge, massive sea serpent jaws.
Mm-hmm.
And as you clamp down, as you go to clamp down, it's going to raise its arm up, and the other arm, which is almost just like barely hanging on from this cavernous hole in his chest, is going to catch you by the jaws. I realized something. I can't disable the seals, but I can use you two. And is going to pick you up and bodily throw you into the top column.
Yeah, I have no
And-
idea how heavy a huge beast is, but I'm figuring pretty dense.
He's pretty dense. You're pretty dense. And can you do me a favor? What's your strength score on that? Okay, so that's going to be...
My bonus, my
yeah.
strength bonus, is a +6 because I have my tattoos.
Okay, you are going to be launched into that. The column is not going to completely fall, but is you know what? I spent a drama bomb. I think it's better if it falls. What do you say? You are going to collide with it, collapsing that to the ground, and as you do, there is going to be a shimmer as the barrier drops. And as it does, you are going to see the flesh in this creature begin to bubble and shift. And there's going to be a horrible roar as a monster rises out, gargantuan in size, and lets out a blood-curdling scream. And I think that's where we're going to take a quick bathroom break, everybody. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We're not going to talk to the chat tonight because we have to have a big-ass fight. Let's jump into it in 3, 2, 1. Vatan's form boils and bubbles. Primordial ooze, growing and doubling on itself. Tendrils rip out of nothingness as he assumes his full original form with the seal snapped. He grows to gargantuan size. A pair of crystals glowing above each brow. 4 immense tentacles descend from his jaw, and he looks down at you with renewed vigor and hate. He looms over you, the size of a temple. And it is Mars's turn.
Yeah, I don't get a bonus action on that one. I think I'm stunned.
I'll allow it.
Well,
I think
fuck. Okay, well, now where Amy is with Tia, what is the amount that I would need to move to be able to do a sneak attack?
From where you are, you would have to use an aim and a ranged. Unless you had, actually, you could rush forward 5, 10, 15 feet and use your inspiration to get advantage on your first attack.
Okay, I can do that, and then plus with haste too.
Yep. So haste gives you, so you'll have 3 attacks total this round.
Cool. Yep. So let's do that.
So you're rushing forward. All right, let's do it.
And then I'm going to attack. Does a 23 hit?
23 hits. Did you roll with advantage on your first one?
No, let's see if I do better. Sorry,
Yeah, so that's going to use your inspiration.
23 it is.
23? Okay, so this one will have sneak attack.
Yay!
And then roll me your other 2 attacks.
Yeah. I rolled a 19 with...
That's a hit.
Yeah. With my others added on top. This one was a 1.
Oh, and that one?
Yeah.
I've used my reaction, unfortunately, to throw Tia, so I can't do anything. But what I will say is make me a dex save.
Chat, in our chat, rogues can only sneak attack 1 time. Yeah.
Yeah, you're all good. Make me a dex save.
Yay! Dex save!
I think you'll do
Well, I
it.
can add 7 to that, so that's gonna give me 25.
25? All right. You're going to slip on some water that's like, and go, and almost fall over, but catch yourself. All right. So I need you to roll me your 3 attacks plus a sneak attack.
Plus a sneak attack. So from this close...
So you're dealing 2 main hand attacks. Oh, pardon me. You only hit twice. So you're dealing your main hand, your offhand, and then a sneak attack on the main hand.
Unless I use magic. But am I too close to be able to cast magic?
You're too close to be able to cast. You would have had to do that from back.
Yeah, exactly. But it was like weird trying to figure that out, I think, for
Mhm.
how large he is, where
He's
Tia
big.
is, and then mine. Yep, so no, that's fine. Okay. So then I'm gonna take these guys. And I roll twice. And then I Cool.
Okay, give me the damage type. So it's magic.
Yes, for
So
one of
both,
them.
Both weapons are magic.
Mhm.
And they do... Oh, they do fancy damage. They don't do regular damage.
Yes. Yes.
Wait, are you using Hostbreaker?
Yeah?
This thing's a celestial.
Okay. What happens? I forget.
Hostbreaker does an additional 3d6 whenever it hits a celestial.
Oh fuck. 3d6?
Yeah, when you strike a celestial with it, because it was designed to kill angels.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, well, let's do 4, 5. That's 9.
So you are rolling base weapon damage plus.
Yep.
What's your rogue sneak attack bonus right now? It's
6, I believe.
yeah, because you're a level 9 rogue, so that means that you are.
Man, I have not looked at this page in so long.
This is the problem with us, like having taken time off from running.
Exactly.
She's a level 13 rogue.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
sorry, level 13 rogue. So you are rolling 70. You're rolling 10d6
Oh fuck.
plus your base weapon bonus, or base weapon rolls. So that's
Okay.
that's with your sneak attack and with Hostbreaker working together.
So sorry, how many d6?
So between your sneak attack and Hostbreaker's bonus, it's 10d6 bonus.
d6 bonus. I definitely don't have that many here, so that's 3.
And then whatever your weapons normally do.
Okay, so 12, 15, 19.
You could also just use an online roller if you really want.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
After this, I will. I really suck at doing those, and I get confused.
No, totally.
27. So that's 30, and then my base.
That's 30 on the 10d6.
Yep.
Okay.
And then I'm looking to do my base roll.
So your base rolls, I think, are what, like a d8 and a d8?
D8
D8
and yeah, it's a date.
It's a date, so 2d8.
So that's an
and
8 and a 6.
okay, so 14. And what's your dex?
My dexterity is a
So 4 or 5.
5.
Okay, and do you have the 2-weapon fighting feat? I don't think you do.
No.
Okay, so you don't do your extra dex with your offhand. Are the weapons +1 or anything like that, or are they just?
I
On
think they
damage?
were just
They're just the special
wasn't
ability.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, so that is going to be a total of. I just had the math here a minute ago.
So
that is-
14 on 30.
So 44 points of damage as you rip in, and as you do, your secondary attack with Hostbreaker, which looks kind of like one of the swords you saw in 300, the hoplite
Yeah.
swords, is going to scratch across it and leave this horrible rent in the side of it, like you're tearing a part of its being away.
Oh,
But then you're going to take another swipe with your main weapon and slip on the water because you're not used to attacking this many times.
Yeah, and probably that walking on water thing is gone by now. Beep.
That's true. Oh yeah, I guess you'd be skating. All right, top of the initiative, we have Fadia. Fadia, you are restrained.
Cool. Restrained. What does that do? Like,
Means I have advantage against you. You have disadvantage to hit things, and you cannot
perfect.
move.
I don't. That's fine. Okay. So first off, I'm gonna have Big B's hand drop the pole because seals are broken. So Big B hand's gonna drop it, and go attack the serpent with a clenched, no, not clenched. Yes, clenched fist.
You're gonna punch it?
Fist. I'm gonna punch it. I use my spell attack to hit it, right? Forgetting. Let me read the spell.
I believe you do.
Actually-
Attack rolls against, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage, so that includes spell attacks.
But does that... Because it's the... I'm not using my... verbal and somatic.
So, the restrained condition does not affect any actions that a character can take which don't involve movement or attack rolls. If the spell being cast requires a spell attack roll to be made, then it is made with disadvantage, but the spell can still be cast.
Okay, I'm just looking it up because for everything other than like the forceful hand, I'm using the hand's strength to make like athletics checks.
but it's hard to direct it because you're restrained. Is what the rules say.
Okay.
So you'll make it with disadvantage, but you can still do it.
You know what? This thing is gargantuan, yes?
It is gargantuan.
Damn, I can't grab it.
She big. Or he big.
Yeah.
The chat's blessing you with a double 20 on that disadvantage.
Oh boy. I don't think so. Yeah, fuck it. Let's punch it with disadvantage.
Do it! Or spend your inspiration.
I used it already.
Oh, you already did.
So my spell attack, that's gonna be a 19 to hit.
A 19 to hit.
Mm-hmm. I don't have determination, so don't draw this out.
I'll let you hit if you give me the offer.
No.
Okay, so you are going to direct it, but being restrained by it, the hand is going to sail by, just giving 3, 2, 1 for the chat to buy determination for you. Come on, you can do it.
That is fine. Fate is going to hold my turn to let the young sea serpent make attack, and then I'm gonna take my action.
Okay. Bigby's hand flies back. Bigby's hand wasn't your action?
Bigby's hands is a bonus action after you cast the spell.
All right, so you have determination
sure.
spot for you by the chat. You can spend it if you want to, or you can miss. 3, 2.
I'll use it.
All right, go ahead. Make me an attack
Sorry,
or a damage roll.
I closed the spell thing, so I was confused. Hold on.
We need a
Gotta go
Bigby's
back
hand
to-
on the field.
Yeah, I know. Its hand's been there for like the whole fight. All right, 68 force damage.
Is it a left or a right?
A left.
Are you flying it right next to Mars?
Sure.
Cool. Then it counts as an ally for purposes of her sneak attack.
I'm hoping that won't happen this turn.
You're hoping that
okay,
she won't sneak attack?
I'm hoping this thing is gone with my action.
Is
but
commanding
yes, if it doesn't.
is commanding the sea serpent an action for you?
Hold on, let me pull up.
I thought it was a
Dominate
bonus action to command it.
Monster. Oh, let me put on Dominate Monster. You can use the command to no action required for my telepathic link.
All right.
Yep. Yeah, it's not. It's a free action. Come on, let me have this. Everyone's doing like 10d6 plus damage.
I did 17 damage and got thrown into a pillar that released
This is true.
this, so I think you're
Fair.
still doing
Fair.
Yeah.
I have
So what are
done
we
no
what are-
damage. I have just dropped silence.
What are we talking about here?
18, 26, 22. 22 points of force damage from Big Beast's hand.
All right, Big Beast's hand is going to catch this guy right under the jaw, rocking his head back. Good job. Force damage. He's
Cool,
not immune to
and-
that.
Yeah, then this young sea serpent is going to
I feel like Young
Try
Sea
and get to
Serpent
a-
is like a good rapper name.
right. I would like to try and position it to do a 30-foot cone to not hit anyone else.
Okay. It can easily do that. Go ahead.
Perfect. It needs to make a DC 14 con saving throw.
I
Unless
rolled a
it is
14
immune.
flat.
All right, so it'll take half of 38
Of what?
cold.
All right, cold damage is going to strike it, and as it does, it's going to look down at you, and you think it winks at you as this cold racks its body. But this is a creature from the depth. It was born in cold and knows nothing but cold. It is immune to cold damage.
I figured, but had to try. Oh,
The sea serpent will look bashful and will tip his hat to you.
Fadia's gonna say, well, let's try and free you from this seal. Maybe there's some people where you came from that can help deal with you. And I'm gonna cast banishment on it.
Okay, I am going to roll my Dorktails D20.
Charisma story saving throw, please.
That is going to be a charisma saving throw, a 16.
Hold on, let me just scroll down. Where the frick is my spell sheet with my spell save DC? My spell save DC is 17.
Cool. I choose to succeed as a legendary resistance.
I can't silvery barbs that, can I?
You can't silvery not a legendary, unfortunately. So you will do that. You will feel your magic as it shrugs it off with a roar. And anything else on your turn?
Nope.
Okay, I need everyone to make me a wisdom saving throw at the start of his turn. He begins an ancient chant, burbling in a language that predates Celestial.
If it's primordial, I can understand it.
No, it's not. It's pre-Celestial. It's proto. It's Enochian. It's Enochian.
Okay, I did. Yeah, I thought my primordial and celestial are different languages, so that's why.
They are. So I said he's speaking like before Celestial.
Something so ancient, there's no way anybody current could actually speak it.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I thought primordial was
cool.
like one of the oldest ones, so I didn't know if when you said-
Primeval.
I didn't know how the angle. Yeah, I didn't know how the language is, like
It's
timeline wise. So I'm sorry when you're saying he doesn't speak celestial. I'm like, that
No, he
doesn't
speaks
mean I'm
Celestial. This
asking
is
about
just-
primordial.
this is just the Latin version of Celestial, okay?
It's like I could be your angle or your devil.
Yeah, that's what he says. Exactly. I can be your angle or your double.
Oh boy.
Okay. Oh boy. All right. So, everybody has their things in the chat. Let's see. All right. Christine has a 26. And Cadamus needs to roll. Cadamus rolled a 3. Of course he did. Every single person except for Christine failed.
Ooh. Ouch.
Okay.
Oh no!
All right. You cannot take reactions until the start of your next turn, everybody. And at the beginning of your turn, you need to roll a d4 to determine what you do that round.
Oh no. Oh no.
This
And
this is an ability, not a spell.
This is an action, yeah.
Okay.
Regular ability. And that's my turn. Because that was very effective. Malia, it's your turn or Aesen's turn.
Well, I don't really remember how the legendary resistances work. I'm hoping we've used up some.
He hasn't used a single one until my banishment.
Yes.
That's why I didn't think he had them.
Well, I have 3 spell slots at the level to cast banishment.
Okay.
So I could do that, or I could try divine intervention. I guess I'll try banishment first.
Okay.
And see what happens.
What's my DC?
Charisma save of 18 or higher.
Okay, that is a 20.
Damn.
Okay, so anything else on your turn?
That's a spell action, no. There's no
Okay.
way to do anything else.
Okay, so you cast that, and he shrugs it off. Aeson, can you roll me a d4?
4.
Aeson, you can either make 1 melee attack against a random creature that you can see, or do nothing if no visible creature is in your reach. So technically no visible creatures in your reach. I'll say that you can move up to your speed to attack, though. What I'm going to say is you're going to roll me a d6. On a 1 or a 2, you are going to pistol whip the sea serpent. On a 3 or a 4, you're going to pistol whip Mars. And on a 5 or a 6, you're going to pistol whip Vatten.
I'll take that.
Take those odds. Do it. Roll me a d6.
It's a 2.
Oh my god. Make me. Oh wait, does
Got
that
that
break
too.
does that break dominate person if she hits? Or dominate beast?
No.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so make me an attack roll.
Am I making this attack with my melee weapon or just
You're gonna pistol whip it with radiance.
okay? What's
So you're
my damage on this?
I'll say a d4.
A D4. Okay.
So you're just gonna go biff.
4.
Okay, what's your strength bonus?
2.
Okay. All right. 2. So that serpent is gonna take 6
Actually-
points of damage. Actually,
Actually, does make a wisdom save if it
I
takes
did.
damage.
Would Hunter's Mark also affect? No, because it's
No, you didn't.
It's arranged.
all right. You're gonna
I think.
crank this thing right in the fin. It's gonna go and be very
So sad.
confused.
And that's it. I think for me.
Perfect.
I don't think I have any other bonus actions or anything. So
Okay, so
there we go.
till the start of your next turn. Okay, next in the initiative we have Catamus. Catamus is gonna roll a d4. Catamus rolled a 2, which means that Catamus is going to do nothing except move in a random direction. Oh my god. Catamus is going to run off into the water to the south. 'Cause he rolled
We still have water walks, so it's
He runs
It's-
to
it's-
the
runs
crosswalk.
onto the water.
Oh, we need to get a D360 to see which direction he goes
I rolled a
off
D.
in,
I rolled a D12
specifically.
and 12. Oh wait, no, pardon
Oh,
me.
fair enough.
Pardon me. I rolled a 12. That means north.
Yeah.
So no, he's actually gonna go. Where was he? He was the front, so he's gonna go. Boop 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 boop. He's gonna run up next to Malia.
I mean, that's fair. I get that.
That's good. I'd want to be there too. Tia, roll me a D4.
I rolled a 4.
All right, you may make a melee attack against a creature within range, which is technically going to be him. So go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah. Now can I move closer or
Yeah, I'll allow it.
okay? Because Hold on, let me just.
So you're gonna
double-check
brush
how this
yourself
thing
up, and in a
works
confusion of the
again.
burble going. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. Now this doesn't indicate size difference, so I'm gonna try my tail attack. I'm pretty sure this thing will immediately succeed a strength save.
You
but,
never know.
I have the multi attack. I might as well try. Okay. Starting with this, and then I have the bite. I hope the bite does not fail me again. Let's see. So start with tail. God damn. I very much do not think a 14 hits.
14 will not hit.
Despite its size, it is at least not some defense. All right.
It is not prone anymore.
Dice
It's immune to-
prison for fourth dice, because that is a 1.
Okay.
So nothing hits.
Okay, you're gonna wail at it, but you can't break through its armor.
And then
Oh.
the second one was a botch, because I rolled a 1.
It was a botch.
Yeah, I rolled a 1. I rolled a 5 on the first dice, which
I'm
made
gonna
it a
use my
14.
reaction.
The second one was a 1.
God. It's going to use its reaction to make a tentacle attack against you. I have a 36 to hit you.
That hits.
Um,
My AC is currently 18 right now.
okay, so the first part of, let me just do a lot of mental math. So that's then plus more of these. Okay, that's 1, 8, 8, 10. Okay, you are going to take. Do you want them together or separate? 49 points of damage.
Yeah, I think it can be. Is it 49 total?
49 total, and you are grappled by one of its tentacles.
Cool. So this is popping me from wild shape because I had 8 hit points left as a whirlworm. So let me just do my math to see how much down this takes me, because I think we had some. Do we have some temporary hit points? Like, we had like 3.
Yeah, you had like 3 left.
Yeah. Okay. But yes, Tia is back to normal Tia shape. And is now grappled.
Okay, so
Do it.
Tia is now in Tia form again. It's Tia-geddon.
I don't
Alright.
know. Ah, yes. There's my icon. Okay.
All right, Tia, you are grizzappled and restrained. I am going
Technically,
to.
I have a bonus action.
You do
How
not,
many
because
things?
you are confused.
Oh, I just thought it says no reactions, but it was no reactions and bonus actions?
Yeah, your entire turn is determined by the D4.
Oh, I could do a single melee
Yeah.
attack. That's what it was. I understand. Okay. Thanks.
All right. So, that is going to be your turn. And you know what? At the end of your turn, I'm going to use a legendary action because I wanna. I am going to cast a spell. I'm going to cast... Oh, do I wanna? Yeah, I think I will. I'm going to cast Hold Person on Asen. Asen, can you please do me a favor and make me a saving throw, please?
What's my save?
Your save is going to be Wisdom.
Ooh, okay.
Because
How does a 21 sound to you?
a 21 is... Let me double check. Fouls. It is just enough.
Oh yeah, God! It's like usually it'd be like, oh, 21. Oh yeah, that's gonna be. But it's like with this thing, it's like,
Yeah, this thing's tough.
No,
So
no,
he's gonna cast Hold Person. It is going to wash over you. Mars, roll me a d4.
Bruh. Okay. 3.
3. Let's find out what a 3 does. Top of this, a 3. This is the most Mars action. This round, you're going to lay on the floor prone and just stare at the ceiling. You're just like, no.
Not today.
Not today.
Not today.
All right, top of the initiative. Fadia, roll me a d4.
Two.
2. With a 2, you are going to move in a random direction. Roll me a d12.
I'm not because I'm grappled.
Oh, that's fair. So you're gonna like swing your feet in the air, like boop, 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 boop. Okay. And that is going to end. That effect is going to end. And it is my turn again. I'm not going to use that again because that was a good. That gave me a minute to take a look around. Okay. I just have to check one
So
thing.
just to clarify, because it kind of like didn't explain what was happening. Are we now done with the confusion on us after
Yes,
turn,
it is.
or
It's
it
not.
still
It's not the
ongoing?
confusion spell. It is an action that causes a confusion effect.
Okay, cool. Because yeah, I thought I was still confused or didn't have a save or something. So
No, you had a save and you failed it.
yes. But I didn't know if we were still
Anyone able
under
to
the
hear the
effects
ancient
of
chant must make a
confusion.
saving throw. On a failed save, the creature can't take reactions until the start of its next turn and has to roll a d4 to determine what it does during its current turn. So, since you just had your turn, that is now over, which is good for you.
So, yeah, okay. So it's you fail it, and then at the start of the next turn, you roll a d4 for the turn that you miss, basically.
Because he did it on his turn.
On his turn. So
Yeah,
now it's
okay.
my turn
Just
again.
come
So
back to the beginning again.
it just
Then
means
yes,
that
yeah,
you
okay.
you don't get your reaction back until your next turn.
Okay, cool. But
I
I'm
bel-
going to have my reaction back
Let me
now.
just double check that though. Can't take reaction till the start of its next turn. That's a little awkwardly written. I'll say you have your reactions back.
Yeah, because it's now the end of my next turn. But
I
then
wonder if they
the
meant by
turn was
next turn, they meant
determined.
next turn, but I'll say that was this turn. Okay. Because they say current turn there. Okay. We're just going to say that your actions are your own again.
Yeah, because I did lose my reaction for the entire round,
Yeah.
technically.
So, let's not worry about that. Let's go in here. I am going to use... Okay, so hold person didn't work because Asen's still moving. So instead, that is... Okay. This creature is going to look at you, Asen, and is going to say, you will lay down your arms and not bring them against me, lest you fall to ruin. You can make me a wisdom save. However, you are a half-elf, so you can roll this with advantage.
Yay!
Casting something?
I am casting a spell, yes.
Okay, counterspell.
Okay, what level of counterspell are you casting?
I get to roll my chaos dice.
Oh
Chaos
shit, you
Wish
haven't been
to
doing
see
that
if
this
it
entire
casts.
game! We totally forgot
No,
about that thing.
I
have you?
have, but Silver Barbs doesn't have a thing for an upcast. Bigby's hand had the extra damage, which I rolled. Dominate
Okay.
Person went from 1 hour to 8 hours. So I have been
Oh, okay.
rolling it, just this is the only
Okay,
time
cool,
that
cool,
publicly
cool,
needs
cool.
to be said. Cool, so 7 to 20 is upcast 1 level, so counter at a 4th level for a 3rd level spot.
Okay, I need you to make me a roll. This is a 5th
Okay.
level spell.
Okay.
I am casting Gaius. Or Geese.
Uh,
Quack.
19 plus 9 is 28.
Alright. That's gonna counter that spell. Damn, that was gonna be
And
good.
he loses that slot.
Loses that slot. The slot made me lose the slot. Damn it. Alright. Now we are at Malia. Malia, it's your initiative again. What are you doing?
Well, he's got pretty good, decent save, it seems like. So I guess I might as well freaking well try divine intervention.
Do you want me to go into that room since we're in the same house right now and to look at your dice while you roll?
I mean, if you want to.
For purposes of confirming the wild?
I mean, I might very well fail. I've only tried it like twice, and
All right, here's
in,
the
like,
deal.
what, 6 years of playing?
Toss him down, and for sake of legitimacy, so I want to hold him up, toss him down, and as soon as you toss him down, throw your arms up. And if you pass, I'm gonna go check you.
0 means that the other number is under 10, right?
Up. Oh wait, 0?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's under 10.
Keep your hands up.
What number did you roll? Are we 3 for 3?
These green dice.
Which, son of a fuck!
3 for fucking 3.
He rolled a 3.
It's fuck you with the 3s. Yes.
Oh my god, it is another fucking 3!
Yes, it's another fucking 3. The 3's got Kelly.
What are you asking?
Vela, help us defeat it! Open to interpretation, she can do whatever the fuck she wants. Just help us get rid of it. I don't care what it is!
You don't need to wait for 20th level to get your freaking like hotline to
Okay.
your god. You have
I mean,
it.
I think it's only because I don't use it frequently.
Oh no, yeah, exactly.
Like,
Okay,
if
can
I
you
use
roll
it all
me-
the time, it would totally fail way more frequently.
Oh,
Can
yeah.
you
No,
do me
you
a
use
favor,
it like
Christine?
once a season, like that climb.
Christine, hey, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to roll me a D100.
Okay. There's a 78.
Okay. One moment, please.
That's a big number.
Like, to be fair, this whole like last hour, I've been kind of just rolling percentiles, just be like, oh, would this work? Would this work? And about half the time it's been coming up under 15. So I was like, maybe it will. maybe
No,
the other half the
that's
time
fine.
it was in the 90s. But I
You
was like,
took all my luck.
I got
That's what
a
happened.
50-50 here, it feels like.
Yeah, right?
Christine.
Right?
I've had a double botch, and then I botched immediately on my next round.
The 3.
Like,
Like the 3
this
ones.
combat-
The 3 ones.
Aside from
That's-
just
and then you-
casting a spell, which does not have any roll
Yeah.
attached to it, the only good rolls I've had have been to do with like skills. And like even my wisdom saves, I add 10 to that base. So like I got a 16 and got me a 26 from that. So like I'm not
Yeah.
rolling well anywhere else, and I've not done anything else all combat.
No, fair. But I'm just saying that I could definitely believe a divine intervention decided we need to borrow some luck from somewhere.
Take it from Amy.
Just take it from Amy.
Okay. All right.
She doesn't need it.
As you say this, you say, what do you say?
Basically, Vela, help us defeat this.
Above you, you are going to hear as storm clouds begin to billow in the Underdark. And as they do, a bolt of lightning is going to arc out of the sky and is going to strike into him. You rolled a 78?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that is going to be 156 points of damage as a lightning bolt explodes from the ceiling, shaking the ground. Everyone here is going to regain full hit points.
Full?
Full hit points.
Oh, thank you.
And the monster now has vulnerability to all damage for 1 minute.
Fuck yes.
Let's fucking go.
Like, I will happily like sacrifice like spell slots into this even just to have like to earn it even more than a roll.
You can make me a Constitution save to stay conscious by channeling this power.
Sure. Like I will have. And there's a nat fucking one.
So you're going to go, "Vera!" and then you're just going to, like, your eyes are going to roll back in your head, and you're, Malia! And Cadamus is going to grab you as you fall to the ground. All right, Aeson, you're back up
Oh.
again?
Waterwalk's gone, I'm pretty sure now.
Okay. Well, I'm glad Cadamus didn't run into the water.
Concentration. Let me double check. I have a feeling Waterwalk was gone.
Yes, it is. Or I don't think
it's not.
It's not. It's still on.
It's still on.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Cadamus is still able to go run off into the water.
It's true. Asen, you are up. What are you doing?
Okay. Coming off of that,
Oh, balls.
could I use the offer to make a third attack on this in this action instead of just 2?
I'll let you make a third one with disadvantage.
Deal.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll make my first 2 -5 plus 10.
Okay.
Okay, that's gonna be a 24 to hit.
24 is a hit.
Perfect. The first 2 are gonna hit, and he has the disadvantage. Oh, I get advantage on these because it's radiance.
Oh, fair. So you just roll flat.
Yeah. So okay.
But roll
So
the-
first one. Okay, and no nat 20s on the first one.
Okay.
On the first 2, and then the flat is a 22.
Okay, those are 3 hits.
Perfect. Okay, here we go. Make sure I have my dice that I need. Base. Radiance. 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 And I don't have enough d6s. Okay, that's 9, 17, 24. Hold on one sec.
While we're doing this, I'd like to take a moment to thank Vela for all that you've done for the channel over the years and making me have to take 5 minutes to look for a song that feels like Vela. I just need to have a playlist for, like, Divine Intervention, just to have handy at this point.
I got that hotline bling.
Well,
Oh my god,
No
the hotline bling!
No
Okay.
Drake, but I feel you.
well, when
I feel
we
you on
finally
that.
hit level 20,
Okay,
Would it
121.
121?
121.
Cat. What the fuck?
Wait,
Cat?
no!
It's those 3d6s per hit with Radiance's targeting that really bumps it up.
Insane. This
Yeah,
is
because
that's an extra
she's got a
insane.
base 30 from the 3 hits, and then it's 3d6, so an average on those of what, 9? No.
Yeah.
Yeah, an average 9, so that's an additional 60 base if she rolls like shit. Plus she has Hunter's markup, so that's an additional 18 or additional 10. So we're at 70 if she rolls badly. Plus blah, 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 blah. It's pretty grotesque.
Yeah. Yeah.
120?
So 121 damage.
Oh
and
my.
You said you were vulnerable to damage, correct?
Yep, I did say I was vulnerable to damage because of Vela, so that's going to be a grand total of how much? 121, so that's 242. Okay, with that, with Vela's assistance, I am flipping the offer to stay up with 1 hit point
Oh my god!
instead of negative 73.
Holy shit!
So you are going to blast this kaiju with your railgun, and then as you do that, it's gonna take a legendary because fuck you, and is going to. Oh my god. Does this? How long? How long is this? How long does this last? Beautiful. It's going to look at you as it reels and will say, "Shadow the moment." Can you make me an intelligence saving throw?
Oh boy. Intelligence save. Here we come! Alright, I'm gonna add my... I'm pretty sure I have determination.
Mm-hmm.
I do... I'm gonna use my determination to make that a 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. A 22.
A 22?
Yeah.
Oh.
Is that good enough?
I'm just double checking. That is just barely going to be enough.
Thank God.
You're gonna take 20 points of psychic damage.
Oh, okay.
That was the Feeble Mind spell.
Mm-hmm.
Had you failed, had you gotten 2 points lower, your charisma and intelligence would have been dropped to 1. For the next, with a save that you would make once a month.
Oh my God.
It is permanent if you do not eventually shrug it off.
Holy crap.
Okay. And
Oy vey.
Cadamus is going
He's gonna get the kill.
Cadamus is gonna get the kill. He's an NPC. He's gonna take care of Malia. Malia, are you alright? Are you alright, lass? Tia Mars, fucking kill that thing! And he's going to pull Malia. Oop, nope, that's not Malia.
Oh, Mally, you look real different now.
Yeah, I know. He's
My,
going to
what
pull,
big teeth you have.
He's going to pick up Malia and run her away from this thing's tentacles. Tia, you're up.
Am I still grappled?
You are still grappled.
Okay. Okay.
So you are restrained.
And this means that casting is...
Casting spell attacks have disadvantage.
Oh, spell attacks.
Yes.
Okay. I'm just
AoEs?
double checking the size of something here. How long is that? Is that high and that high? Okay. Just gotta measure something real quickly here.
Damn, I was hoping for that Feeble Mind to work.
Alright.
You just need a wish spell.
Here's what I'm gonna do. This is stupid as hell, but I'm so angry right now at this thing. Starting from a point, let's see, and heading like at the corner and heading off into the ocean, so it does not hit my allies, but definitely hits this thing. I'm casting Tsunami. It's an 8th level spell.
Okay.
It is up to 300 feet long, it is 300 feet high, and 50 feet thick. I'm starting it on this creature at the corner edge of it.
Okay.
When
What
it
kind of
appears,
damage
each
does this
creature
do?
within its... This does
Bludgeoning?
bludgeoning. Yeah.
Okay. What's my
when
save?
it appears, it must make a strength save.
Okay,
My
I
save
did not
is
roll a nat 20. Okay.
my
I
spell
did not
save is
roll a
20.
nat 20. I did get a 35.
Oh, fuck. Well, it'll take half damage.
It'll take half damage.
It takes
So-
half damage and is going to take 3d10 bludgeoning damage.
Okay,
so
so
60
here's
bludgeoning
the
damage
thing.
half.
This is a
Half of
water
60
this is a water celestial.
Yeah, this is bludgeoning force, not water. damage.
Yes, but I need you to understand the irony when I ask, how do you do this?
I'm basically just crushing it. This is water coming into immense form and is going to start dragging it away, which sucks because I'm grappled, but hopefully it'll release me.
Okay. I always want you to describe how you destroy this thing. I want you to describe it dying.
Yeah, so basically what I'm picturing is Tia is grappled. They're all grappled. She's floating. She's looking at where it is because this thing is enormous, and she's picking up underneath a chunk of it this massive wave that just grabs it, lifts it, and we're all probably moving with it as it gets slammed down as we're moving.
All right.
So
you're going to get dropped as you rip out of its grip, as it's thrown and splashes away, and it is going to roil in the distance, smashing to bits. As it does in Celestial, the water will consume it, and it will say in Celestial, for all who speak it, home. Fadia, you are going to be hurled through the air with this, and you're going to see the water rush up at you, ready to consume you as you go face down toward the rocks. And then suddenly there's going to be a shimmer of red light in front of you, and you are going to fall about 5 feet onto your ass in the center of the arena, with a dimension door directly above you.
Cool, because if I was going to slam into the water, I have water walk, it would be slamming into like a brick wall.
Yeah, I know, it would not have been the best.
Reminder with water walk, it's you may walk on it. You just don't have to.
It is to your will.
All right, we are out of initiative. So Fadia is going to hit the ground with a little boom. You're going to hear tiny little applause.
What?
That was amazing! From the one remaining pillar, you'll hear a voice come at you.
Huh?
That was wonderful! That was amazing. I've never seen a celestial get its focus kicked like that.
Catamus, do you have your axe?
I've got my
Your
axe.
Big B's hand clenched in a fist.
Oh, excuse me? Can you see me up here? Hold on. And you'll suddenly hear this sound. And then in the center, just a few feet north of Fadia, there will be a smell of brimstone and sulfur. Just awful, awful smell as this purple cloud will erupt. And there's no way to describe this creature that I am going to introduce you to, aside from saying that it looks like the demonic version of a cherub, down to the dimples.
Huh.
It is about the size of a gnome, with bright red apple cheeks, tiny little horns, and a business suit that is just perfectly tailored for its little body. It has messy black hair in a very scampish style, a pair of red horns and red devil wings, as well as a long trench coat that is going to just kind of be hovering in the air with its legs crisscross applesauce. Good day! That was amazing! I've never seen anybody kick a celestial took us like that before. Oh, I already said that. Sorry, I'm repeating myself. A big fan!
And who are you?
Versigan! My name is Versigan.
So were we mistaken in beating up him, or are we supposed to beat up you?
Please don't beat me up! That would be very rude. I'm just here to help.
But
Now?
have you been here the whole time?
I came here when that one got big, but before the goddess came and did the pew pew pew.
Huh.
Very impressive, by the way. Is she okay? Did that fry her brain? Oh yeah, come on. He's gonna glower at this thing. Nothing ventured. I'm so happy to see you. Look, I am hoping that we can be good friends. Allow me to introduce him. Yeah? Beautiful woman, please talk to me.
So who are you? What are you? What are you?
Who are you talking
What do you know
to?
us?
Oh, I am from the Hells. My name is Versigan. I am unbitter devil, and I'm here to aid you in your time of needs. Once upon a time, as you remember, you made... Yes, whatever needs you have, I'm just here to help. Which is why I am now your caseworker. If you remember incorrectly, recently you made a deal with a big, bad, evil monster type.
Yeah?
A demon of the hells.
Yeah?
Well, well, unfortunately, that one's plans for domination of the Hells got leaked, and then bippity-boppity-boopity, they don't exist anymore. They've been destroyed out of reality. Hey, can you remember their name? No, you can't.
No.
That's why. They're gone forever.
Oh.
Oh.
So, someone had to take over your load, and I can handle any load that's thrown at me.
That's probably why the burden on my shoulder feels lighter.
Yeah, das is good, yeah?
Do you hear yourself?
This is just
Did you
for
hear yourself speak just
you?
there?
Look, I'm a little guy, but I can take as much as you give me. I will bend over backwards to help you. There's nothing that I won't fit into my schedule.
Okay, so caseworker.
I thought we were good until, like, we had to go fight that one guy.
What if the creature we made the deal with is gone? Then that would mean that deal is.
Are we done? We're done. We're out of
We
the
don't
deal.
have- we're
I
not
mean,
bound.
sort of. I still have to look over you. You've kind of drawn the ire of. Well, I've said it once, but I don't want to swear, so heck.
I don't think it counts as swearing if it's a place name.
I think I would know. I'm from Heck.
Hell.
Please, my
Say
ears.
You're not from Heck. Heck is a
Same.
different. It's not.
Yeah.
What?
Anyway, I'm here to help you. But it doesn't look like you need my help anymore. You're already called a goddess, and that one seems to be a little okay. Is she alright? Yeah, she seems okay. She's breathing. Anyway, is there anything I can do for you? Or do you need some healing? I plucked you away from there with the Dimension Door spell.
I appreciate that.
Ah, of course! I'm anything to help you. Oh,
Yeah, let's just get out of here.
oh
so
no.
what?
No, you
Fady,
can't
can you
help us
do me
get
a
out of
favor
here.
and make me a perception roll?
Oh god. No.
What
Maybe
were you saying,
I
Asen?
have a plus one.
Asen, what were you saying?
Oh, I was just gonna say. So, do we need to do anything for you here?
I'm just going. No, here? No, not even a little bit. But I will come with you, and from time to time, I will help you out. Do you smell that? Fady, what'd you get?
9. So no, I
9?
cannot make you a perception check.
All of you are going to start smelling burning.
Nope. Do not
What?
take us to hell.
I'm not going to take you to Fadia. Your butt hurts right now. Your ass is on fire.
What?
From falling through the dimension door, your ass caught on fire. I'm sorry. You're gonna take 2 points of fire damage.
Fuck you.
Oh! I'm so sorry. Somebody help her.
Tia
Takes the
will
hat off.
try
places
and
it on
help.
burnt ass.
You gonna start smack her ass?
Yeah.
All right,
Trying
beat her
to
ass.
fire
Beat her ass. Anything. I'm very sorry.
You
Some
owe
of
me a
my
new pair of
magic.
pants.
What?
You owe me a new pair of pants.
Oh, yeah, I can Suzette. Take off your pants.
Actually, wait. Okay.
No.
Okay, no, actually. Would the dimension door be from the friction or from the spell catching on fire?
It would be from the spell. It was an
Okay, cool,
infernal
'cause I have a
dimension door.
I have a magic robe, so if like normal fire wouldn't catch
Yeah, the robe is
fire.
fine, but basically, like, it burned. The robe flipped up and it burned your pants.
Okay. You owe me a new pair of pants.
Okay, take off your pants. I'm happy to help.
Fada takes off her pants.
Oh, I won't look.
She's wearing a robe.
Yeah, I'm wearing a robe.
I am still a gentleman.
Okay, new pair of pants, please.
Oh, here.
Throws pants at him.
Da. Oh, these smell very nice. I like what soap you use.
Gross.
He smelled her pants?
Well, they hit him in the
Smell my
face.
pants. Gross.
What is that not something that you do in the material realm? Why would your pants have a smell if you weren't allowed to smell them?
Okay.
What?
Yeah,
Here's
fine.
what we're gonna
here are pants, and he's gonna reach into a bag of holding and pull out a pair of pants that basically looks identical to Karlak's pants. It's a pair of leather pants with like a bunch of like
Nice.
strategic rips in them.
Great.
Huh.
Sounds perfect.
And as
Nice.
he holds them up to you, the pants are made of leather and are gonna start moaning.
Do they stop?
Do they stop?
Oh yeah. Sorry, it's they're made from souls of the damned. But once you souls of the damned. But as you put them on, you'll pluck up some mouse.
No. No. No, absolutely not. Fadia, I'm fairly certain we have a change of clothing somewhere.
I'm
No, I'm
sorry.
not putting on demon pants. That mouths are touching my skin. No.
Miss
That-
Rightwing, would you
no.
like to Zeman pants? I don't want to get rid of them.
I mean, I'll take them.
Yep.
And Asian will grab them and put them into her bag.
Fadi's just gonna like close her robe really tight around her pants and just like.
You know, I could probably mend those. Just give me your
Thanks.
pants.
Catamus.
Like
And-
I can
you
cast mend. I
reinforce
just
the
need a
ass,
patch or
apparently?
something to reinforce the edges.
Yeah.
Hey, no, that's
it's
what
a
I've
big
got. I've got. Look, I had to stitch a bunch of my clothes as I was growing up. I should be fine with it.
Aren't you an artificy type? Can you also like make a magic pants?
Edagon has asked that I not make any magic pants after the dance magic incident.
What?
Don't worry about it. It was during
I'm
my
not
training.
gonna ask.
Also, space pants.
Also,
I'm
Fa-
squishy.
Fadia?
Pants.
Fadia, you still have your sea monster, right?
Yeah.
Well, and Aizen's gonna point down beside her in the water. Can you go tell it to retrieve that
Oh,
for me?
yeah.
So,
Fishies.
sorry. Are
So
we still in?
she's gonna ask the.
All right.
Are we
so,
still on the island, or are we
You're
in like a?
Yes, yeah, we're still in the.
Yep. So the sea monster will go down and retrieve the bones and just kind of go, "Bleh," like a dog dropping a particularly gross dead bird onto the island. Just
Yuck. Because I want the armor of the ring.
okay.
Right.
It is.
If there's
It
any other
is.
loot around the area, I'll get the sea monster
Sure.
to pull it up.
It is chain. It is equivalent to splint mail +1.
Splint mail?
Splint +1. It's I believe splint. Medium armor, I believe. Let me just double check. Pardon me, not splint. I'm thinking scale. So it's scale +1.
And then what was the ring?
The ring is a very intricate platinum, what's known as a slave band, right? Because it's got the chains that go down to the wrist. Worth is quite a few hundred gold pieces. Very fashionable. If you investigate the corpse, you'll also see that it
Take a
also
look at
had
that
a
ring.
it had a three-piece other chain wrapped up in the body that looked like it had 3 attachment points and a long chain of about 2 feet,
Okay.
kind of in a Y
I'll give it-
configuration.
Back
Um,
after. I'm just want to take a look at the.
Yeah, here. Jason will hand it over to Tia. Be like, yeah, take a look. If there looks like there's anything of value, Jason's gonna just loot it because loot goblin.
Sure. That's about all that is there. So just that fancy magic armor and that ring.
Okay, perfect.
So, anything else I can do for you? Technically, only all of you had a deal with you don't know who, but you, Marisol, would you prefer I call you? Yes, you made additional deals with that former person, and because of
Did I?
that, yeah, you still have that person registered your deals with the demonic office.
Okay, so now is it to you?
Ah, Yeah, it's to me. I won it in an auction.
Oh, okay, cool.
You
So
cost
what are we
me
doing?
5 soul coins.
Is that
a
good?
lot?
It's not cheap.
All right, cool. I'm not cheap.
It's more
so-
expensive than 4 soul coins.
There you go. All right, so what are the terms to whatever deal we have, apparently?
I'm still working that out, but I'm here to help you. And maybe you help me back sometimes.
Okay. Neat.
Yeah, but anyway, I just wanted to come and say hello and prevent you from, being, killed. But it seems like you're pretty good at taking care of yourself, yeah?
I mean, are you able to get us to our destination?
Like the boat? Yeah, it's like right there. It's look behind you. He points at the raft.
No, I mean, because we were actually heading across the sea.
Well, we can make. I mean, I guess if you can get us there faster than going to meeting up with the big ship.
Oh yeah, you just wherever you going? Are you just going up?
We were trying to get to the surface in general.
Yeah. I can get you to the surface, or I mean,
Weren't we going to Drake Hall? Thestorel? Isn't that where we're going?
There's a gate here, right? We got the gate in.
We were trying to get higher so that we could use teleport to get
one of
out.
my
But if you could get us to the
gate
surface
spells.
anyways.
yeah, I can get you to the surface,
Then-
or if you have a gate spell, I can help you get there right now.
Yeah, let's just GTFO.
Okay.
Do I need to use the gate
That
spell, or
sounds
do
good.
you have the gate spell?
I can guide you, but if you use the gate spell, I can just make sure it works. We can work
Okay.
That
together.
sounds way more reliable.
The
because
power
Yeah.
of teamwork.
You don't.
Yeah, I'll use one of my 3 uses from that tarot deck of many things.
Yeah, just everybody take a short rest, maybe, to recover some of your breath and some of your composure, and I can teleport you right away. Or at least I can teleport you. I can guide you. I mean, you're the Fadia Stardust. I mean, you are a big deal in hell.
Why?
Because there's
I mean,
like,
you're great, but what?
do you know how many
Can I still-
Gravaturgy wizards
Can I
there
still
are?
rolls- Can I roll for that?
Yeah, sure. Do you know how many Gravaturgy wizards there still are on the planet?
I really had considered it.
4! That's it! It's a pretty big freaking planet!
Wait, you know, huh?
Yeah, and like that includes like the ones that you don't want to mess with, right? The ones that are like, yeah, I'm an evil Gravaturgy wizard. Look at me, I'm trying to remove gravity from the planet.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But anyway, is there anything else I can do for you? Would you roll in your Arcana check?
Hmm?
Would you roll in your Arcana check?
I was gonna ask if I could use Ghouls 20 for the that she rolled for the
No.
Arcana. Because I rolled a 2. Plus 9 is 11 for Arcana.
11 for Arcana to know if you're a big deal in hell.
Oh, I thought it was for the gate spell.
Oh, no. That'll just work if he helps you.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought you were asking me to roll for. That's why I saw the nat 20 for Amy. I was like, can I take that for my Arcana roll? That's why I thought you were asking for Arcana roll. not to
No. I'm
be
asking
in
because
hell.
the ring does appear to be magic of some kind. But to know exactly what, I'm going to say you have to use an identify spell.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's what you're
Tia's
asking for.
Gonna will clearly indicate to Asen that she's not planning on keeping it, but she really wants to examine it and figure out what's going on with it.
Yeah, if you want to figure out what's going on, so it's like just a nice platinum ring that you said it
So it's got like a ring, and then I think it has a chain that goes up to wrap around the wrist. I
Yeah.
think was my understanding. So it's like a bracelet ring combined.
Bracelet ring thing?
Yeah.
So did you cast Identify?
I don't have Identify.
Ah.
I don't know who does. So Tia's saying I'm gonna need some time and is gonna look at to the other spellcasters and see if any of them have Identify. I don't think it's even in the Druid spell list.
Yeah, just because, I mean,
It's a wizard-based spell, and boy, I don't have that as my spell book because no one ever uses Identify.
Yeah.
So
I mean, we could always find out the next place we go to. I'm sure we could find somebody. But
Yeah.
it's
it
really
is some
pretty.
sort of
I'd
magical.
like it.
Yeah.
So-
I just once we figure out what it is, I'll
Yeah.
happily give it back. I just want to understand how it works.
Well, I'm very excited to be able to help you. Maybe take a break. I'm going to have a coffee. Would
Yeah.
anybody like a cuppa?
Yes, please.
Yeah, I could do that.
Sure.
So 7 teacups will appear, one of which will have an espresso in it. Wonderful. And with the smell of coffee, Malia, you are going to wake up. Everyone, as you rest here, beneath the visage of the clouds that burble overhead, I'm going to give everybody the benefit of a long rest from that divine intervention.
Nice.
Good
Ah,
morning.
Whoa. Hold on. I need to just read some spells real quick.
So, how is everyone?
Good.
Good,
I
we
love always going to visit the seaside.
Yeah.
It's very refreshing.
I could use a coffee, but otherwise, good.
Oh, I'm sorry, I made you tea. I wrongly thought I thought girly girls like tea, but then I forgot that you're a city girl.
Yeah, I love my Skyfire coffee, you know? Every
it's
time
too
I go
burnt
into a
for
town,
me.
it's always a Skyfire. Hmm?
It's always too burnt for me. I can't handle the burnt coffee.
Oh,
think-
see, you...
With that, Mally's gonna sit out like bolt up right in the midst of conversation and be like, "Did we win?"
Yes, we won.
I threw a tidal wave at it.
Cup of tea? A demon says to you.
This is Vergen, or however. How do you spell your name?
Yeah.
Verse again. Once
Start
again.
drinking the tea.
It's pretty good tea. A little overbrewed, but I don't know.
Oh, I was really close.
Yeah, my name is Worsigan. I'm here to help. I just want to help you. Sorry, he's a devil, not a demon.
Okay.
It actually makes sense if you hear the whole story.
No, it doesn't.
Wake up first.
So, we're going to teleport you back to the surface now because I can help guide the spell through the muckety muck that the Underdark does.
Yep, that's the official word.
Yeah.
Muckety muck.
Muckety muck.
Great.
I mean, good
Wh-
enough for me.
All right. Well, I can take you back whenever you're ready.
Yeah, just a second. I'm reading my. Yep, I think we're good to go.
Yeah, you're good. Man, I wish I was as confident as you are. I mean, you guys
What do
just
you
seem to.
mean?
I don't know. I just have confidence issues, you know? You're all just like ready and raring to go. I would have taken a long time to hem and haw and look all around and make sure that big thing was actually defeated. But I
don't
mean-
particularly care if it's been fully defeated as long as we don't have to deal with it anymore.
I guess he splashed over there and over there, so he's pretty defeated. Anyway, here you go, and he's going to hold up his hand, and Fadia, you're going to basically become that meme of like looking at all of the math with like arcane fire burning around your face. And you know the exact way to cast this to get up to the surface.
Huh. Interesting. Wait, so I'm a big deal in hell?
Yeah, at least you will be if the prophecies are correct.
What?
I'll tell you later. Goodbye!
A big deal in hell. I'm sure that's fine. I'm sure that's fine.
Let's go.
Yeah. And Fede will start. Let me read.
You just can cast it.
Yeah, I just can cast. Okay, I didn't know if it was like I got cards or anything. Yeah, Fadia's gonna cast Gate.
Casting Gate. A portal appears in front of you. You can smell the air of fields blowing into your face. The surface awaits. Do you head through?
Let's see what happened in 7 years.
Yep.
Let's go home.
You take a step through the portal. And as you do, bright blue sky momentarily flashes by your eyes. The surface is glorious and beautiful. And then you hear the noises begin. As you turn and look over your head, you see a shadow fall across you. You are somewhere in the fields of Toulousia, and above you, you see a full flight of dragons, 100 strong. As you are plunged into the shadow of the flying city of Valimar, as it is under siege by an army of dragons. And I think we're gonna call game there for the night. So, how you guys doing?
Hoi vey.
Let it be known that the first thing Tia's doing when we get to the surface and we hear those roars is activating the feature of her red dragon scale mail.
Probably a good idea.
Determine the distance and direction of the closest red dragon within 30 miles, just to kind of orient things. Oh boy.
Oh boy, indeed. This
Why
is
were my
fine.
nat 20s like
That was
an arcana
wild.
roll at the end? I don't even remember what the first one was, but it was not something particularly useful. I think it was like a
That was absolutely
remember.
wild.
Was it a deck save to get onto the thing? Like to the island and waddle on?
No, it was something else. It was like an investigation or a like sensory roll or something.
Mm.
Oh, it was a wisdom save against the thing, the whatever was trying to bring us
Oh, to not
towards
be
the island.
charmed. So that was
Yeah.
probably useful.
Yeah,
That was a
so
good moment.
I'm really excited to say that today's monster was created by none other than Mysterium MK. And Versigin is made by Sorcerer Sanguine, two of our patrons.
Ooh.
And Versigin is your new demonic pact mate. So enjoy,
Yay.
Nice.
because he's funny and I like him.
I do like him. He is funny.
He doesn't like to spare. But hey, folks, thank you so much for tuning in. The Shards of Nyrn is back. We are going to look at the schedule because Winter's going on a little vacation. And we want to make sure that she is present for the next game. But hey, a big thank you to all of our patrons who made this happen. Solomon, of course, is responsible for all of the Underdark shenanigans. Mysterium MK is responsible for Vaden. And then you've got Versigin, who's going to be coming around and having some fun with y'all. A big thank you to our divine producers, my parents. Hey, Mysterium, MK, and Sorcerer Sanguine are our demonic patrons. Our wizards of the Patreon are Tammy the Forever Cleric, the Ink Goblin, and Krasha Urquhart. Soul Omen's our monster maker, and our high council is Taryn, Dustin, Amberthist, Raven with Baubles, Chef Eladeth, Larouk, Kelowna Curd, Mike Baxter, Brian Kaler, and Nerdy Metal Gent. If you want a ton of additional stuff, go to the Patreon. Go now. It's great. We love it when you go to the Patreon and support Dork Tales because it means that I can buy food. It's one of my favorite things to do with money. Besides that, how's everybody doing? Any questions, comments, concerns before we head out?
I did not expect that ending.
With the dragons?
No.
Yeah.
At least not like 100. So
Oh,
that's
yeah.
kind of
So
fine.
I know I had. So we're just somewhere in Toulouse, unspecified. This is
Yeah.
not.
You're
immediate,
directly
like-
up from where you were.
Okay.
Unfortunately, Versigan didn't quite realize, and he's got really bad luck. So you got out safely, but it took you to probably a place you don't want to be.
Great.
Versigan's good at his job. He's not the worst again.
There's a reason why I
He
was
does his
happy
best.
that I didn't trust them to do it themselves fully.
Right?
Having Fadia be the actual caster was a lot more comforting.
Oh god, and also not having free gate spells available when... Yeah. I hope I know where the next two are going to be used, because I'm like, oh god, that's powerful. But by then you're going to be able to get another gate. But you guys survived the Underdark.
I mean,
you did...
in a couple levels, I'll be able to cast it myself.
This is true. This is true.
Except for
you-
if I don't know what the components are for that, it might be expensive.
Fair. Absolutely fair. You guys made it out of the Underdark, and you did all of that plot. You survived the end of that.
Oh yeah, diamond worth 5,000 GP.
Welcome to level 16.
Ooh,
Woo!
nice. Iggy.
Yeah, I was worried about the temp HP thing too.
The temp HP thing is gonna go away, but you're level 16
Figured.
now.
Yeah, figured.
Yeah.
I'll trade
to
you.
check
I'll
and
trade you
confirm.
those.
I'll take it. I'm okay with this.
New shoes.
New shoes. All right.
New shoes.
Ability
Yes.
score improvement.
Oh god, yeah. Level 16. I'll let you guys level up off camera and go do crazy stuff. Winter, let me know what level you're gonna be taking.
Mm-hmm. So I'll
Max
look at
HP gain.
3 of Warlock.
What'd you get?
or-
Max HP gain.
Oh,
And
perfect.
8 on a D8.
I've already put all my dice away, so I'm just gonna roll it later.
All right, D6, let's go. Come on, Fadia.
Get so fly like a
One.
D6.
You said one's a
Cocked.
reroll, right?
Ones and twos are
4.
rerolls.
Alright. 4 is not terrible.
Okay, it's a 5 this time. It's better.
8. Okay, we're at 140. Nice.
Yeah. So unless, of course, Winter, if you know if you're going to take Rogue or Warlock, let me know. But otherwise, just let me know when you know.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, folks, thank you so
Oh.
much. What?
Yeah.
What's the O?
Oh, I have to decide. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm just looking at my character sheet, trying to figure
Yeah,
out
because
what
you're
I
level
wanna do.
16, which means you get an ability score improvement or feat.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide about that.
Yeah. All right, folks, we're going to head out. Have a wonderful night. We'll see you tomorrow night for Transylvania Chronicles. Stay cool, everybody. Bye.
Goose.
Goose, level 15 or 16. Balls. What am I doing to
Dang.
myself?
Remember when we were just little itty bitties?